Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
You know, so overall, he's a better player. He's way more athletic than Jordan. He overall, but he don't have the defense that Jordan had,
Yeah.
and he don't have that killer offense that Jordan had. So that's what keeps him from being, outside of the rings, because you don't have to have 6 rings to be the GOAT. You have to have 6 or more, you know. Because I don't think Tom Brady's the fucking best quarterback
Nah,
ever.
he's
I
not.
still,
He's not.
to
Them
this
girls be
day,
cheating for that
Dan
that team.
Marino, Dan Marino destroys Tom Brady to me because
Yeah.
Dan Marino had to play when wide receivers were getting mauled. Like you can't even breathe on a wide receiver now without getting the pass interference.
Yes, it's kind of
But
hard
Dan
because
Marino had
yeah,
all those numbers when wide receivers get smashed down the field
yeah, that's two
and no
different,
call.
two totally different generations. More, one
Right,
is more soft. Like the rules change, man. It's kind of
right. The
hard.
rules the rules changed for offense, but
but
Dan Marino was doing all that shit when they had, it was all about defense and people
but
were getting beat up.
if you go about physically, if LeBron James is physically capable of competing with NBA players back in the 80s and 90s, I think so. Like, just look at how
Oh
big,
yeah,
like, the dude
physically,
is.
yeah,
He's 36
physically,
years old and he's
well,
still dunking on people. Like, come
yeah.
on, man. Are you serious?
But my thing is because Jordan went against those
Yeah.
Pistons, man. Those dudes were brutal.
Yes, they
They would
was.
beat they would beat all your confidence out of you. So I would like to see if he could have done what Jordan did. Jordan, like, all right, I'm a bulk up. He went and got big. He
Yeah.
went and got, he started hitting the weight room, and he said, I'm gonna get more aggressive. Like I
Yeah.
don't know if LeBron would be that type of dude.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare era. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hard to do.
Mm-hmm. I just have to change that
But this
thumbnail,
era
man.
is like shooting 3 pointers 5 feet away from the 3 point line. Like this is way different. Those dudes, there's no mid game. Who has a mid game anymore outside of Kawhi Leonard?
If you think if you
Nobody
if you
has a
think
mid game.
about Kawhi Leonard, he's one of those silent assassins. Like you could, when it's all said and done with him, you could probably put him up there in the top five because that dude's that damn good. The reason why
Yeah,
he
but
don't get too much,
yeah, because he gets a lot of praise. I think.
he's kind of like a two guard version of Tim Duncan, arguably the best player in that position, but don't get the accolades, don't get the praise because they're quiet. They don't do too much
Yeah,
talking outside of
he's very
basketball.
quiet.
Very quiet, and very humble. Matter of fact,
He
he
can
don't even
shoot
got
it from anywhere.
yeah, he don't
There's not
even
a lot of
got
people that can do that.
he don't even got a social media account. That's what I heard. Kawhi Leonard, he don't even got
Yeah,
one. And
good for
and
him.
and plus, I heard
Good for him.
he's driving a cheap vehicle. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So
He's
that
very much like Tim Duncan. Like he's
yeah,
very quiet.
I respect that from him, and
Me too.
hmm
Especially in this era, everybody want to talk and show you everything they got and all your life business out there.
hmm Do you think
He
I
ain't
should
about
change
that,
this thumbnail before we get started? Because I'm still using the same thumbnail from a few weeks ago.
huh?
You think I should change the thumbnail? Because I still got the same thumbnail for like 3 weeks ago. I got the Xbox Series X
Uh,
thumbnail.
I mean, you could change it later.
Oh,
Don't matter.
okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, since we're live, I guess the people that's joining in right now, can y'all please hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you are new to this channel, hit that share button on Twitter. Let's get some more people here. Yeah, I was gonna, actually, I want to do the regular Real Talk podcast since we didn't do it on Friday. It's been busy and everything, and we didn't do a podcast last week because I wanted to spend a little time with the wife. Sometimes you gotta, sacrifice. I didn't want no trouble. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want no trouble. No
Happy
trouble.
wife, happy
Yeah,
life.
that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, you know exactly where I'm coming from. So yeah, please hit that share button, like the video, and it's a few things I want to talk about. If anybody from the Real Talk podcast want to come, just let me know. I'll let you join. And Jalen Pipe said dislike this shit. Fuck you, Jalen. So okay, I guess before we get into the anti-practices, you got any retro stuff you want to talk about?
Well, you're the one who just recently got some repros, right?
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. Give me about 60 seconds. Let me go get them right quick.
All right.
60 seconds. So you got the mic.
60 seconds, folks. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, and we're about to get into it here. A lot of topics, business practices and whatnot, all that good stuff. I'm trying to find the YouTube page here. Let me know if you can hear me well. I'm on a new setup here than I'm normally on, so. And I don't see the podcast. I don't have a notification. I'm trying to find it. If we're live, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Now it's showing up. Okay. 10 people watch. Sunday afternoon. Oh, let me. Oh, there it is. Now it's showing up. Mute myself here. Here we go. Yeah. Hit the like button. Wait, what's going on here? I can't even see. How much do I have to open? Oh, there we go. Annoying. All right. Real went to grab some items for show and tell. What's up? Let's see what the chat's saying. What's up? Garuda Legends. How's it going? Clocked it up in here. What's up, Clocky? Clocky's up in here. Chariot Gaming. How's it going? What's good? Chilling at work. I like the thumbnail. It's actually a reused thumbnail, apparently. I don't remember it, but Real said he used it for Jalen Pipes and the Hizzy, the Trillist. How's it going? Sounding good, T, says Clocked it. Thank you very much. Sonic Pinball. I miss you, Mr. T videos, bro. I think he meant to say your. Yeah, I'm getting back to those. I have a couple in the work. Oh, Real's coming back. He's coming back now.
So these, I still got some that's supposed to be coming in. So okay. Told you need to help that guy, man. Hit them up before they shut him down.
Yeah.
The one person off of Etsy.com got shut down.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but it could be since he's selling repros that kind of, damn near similar or identical to the original. Like this game. Was it Ill Bleed? Like that's an expensive game. I think about $200, something like that. It might be more than that. So basically, that's how it looks.
Yeah.
And let me open it. See, you could tell it's a repro because there's really no manual, and basically, he did a good job. He did a good job with the art on the disc. But if you are hardcore into the Dreamcast, you know exactly how the Dreamcast disc look. So you can tell It's a repro.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, you would know. And it's smooth. It's very smooth. That's not how Dreamcast, the front of the disc feels. It kind of got that foul type of feel.
Yeah.
So basically, that's just one of them. And another game that's going up in price, and it's crazy. Daytona USA is going up to about $100 on eBay. And about a couple years ago, you could buy for about $20-$30. So I went ahead and got a repro. See, this came from this guy before he got shut down. Good job with the disc.
Well, I think as long as you're up front saying they're repros, I don't think you should have a problem.
Well, like yes, it says repro on that on his when you describe the item is a reproduction, but you can still trick somebody into making them believe that these are real. Because matter of fact, there's somebody else on Etsy that actually, if I want to basically get a manual, a real manual, like you could, I think it's like maybe $10 to $15 for the manual, and I could just take this out and replace it, and I could just sell this for like $100 because people that's not hardcore into Dreamcast, they probably think this is the original disc. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Hardcore to it, we know.
They look real good these
Yes.
days. You can't. It's hard to tell unless you, like you said, unless you're a Dreamcast aficionado.
So yeah, Dino Christ going up in price. It's over $100 on eBay. It's crazy.
Yeah,
he did a good job with the artwork. Of course, there's no manual. That's the disc. So he did a good job. So I'm thinking that maybe his work was too good. Matter of fact, I think was it NES the Punk? That's his name, the YouTuber Pat. Okay, yeah. So he did a video on him of I think about 2-3 years ago about this guy call himself The Dream Lives On, and that was the name of his account on Etsy, The Dream Lives On, and that's exactly where I bought this from, The Dream Lives On. So I was like, because he was complaining about him, the fact that he's selling these without putting the word reproduction on the front cover or putting it on the disc, but like technically,
I think you have to put it in your picture. You have to put it in the thumbnail as well.
Yeah. So on the item description, he did say reproduction. It specifically said reproduction. It's just the fact that you can I can still trick somebody to buying this. That's probably why he was complaining about that. And of course, another game.
A lot of people miss that in the, it's their own fault, but they miss stuff like that even in the title. They see the picture and they click on it.
And this Power Stone 2 came from Nightwing Productions, the one I told you about to get. He does a really fantastic job with the artwork.
Yeah, that's clean.
It looks really clean. Really clean and sleek. And since, basically, you would think this is a manual because that's how the back of the manual look. No, that's not the manual. But you could trick somebody. This is basically how let me take it out. Come on.
Yeah, the front cover art is actually the manual.
See that's what it is. It's blank. Yeah. But you got the front, and you got the back. So he did a fantastic job. I only paid $20 for this. And
I've done my own repro, so I know how.
So that's how for artwork. So that's how his discs look. Like can't the only way you can tell that it's not a repro, if you look very closely to it, you could tell that it's just a little tad bit blurry. So you can tell. But like I say, if you're not hardcore, I could easily jip you and sell this to you for $200, in which that's the going price for it right now. $200.
Yeah, people have done that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I might have got ripped off a few times because of like a couple years ago, when I was really, collecting a bunch of a bunch of retro games. Like I'm like, man, the case looked brand new, the manual looked brand new. Like it just looks so clean. I just never thought about it until now when I found out there's a lot of people that's actually making these repros. So
somebody asked me about N64 and how you can tell. I said, flip it over. I don't know if you can see this on camera or not. Probably gonna be hard. See that little indent? There's an indented number in the back.
It's a little blurry. Might as back up a little bit.
It's a little blurry probably, but the repros don't have that.
Yeah,
you can't really mimic that.
Yeah.
So that's one of the best ways to tell if your cartridge is reproed or not. So.
See, now I bought a few games from a person called, was it Dreamcast Zombie or something on Etsy. Like you could tell these are repros because look at the case, and if you look at the artwork, it's not as sleek as the others. You know, you can
Yeah.
actually tell. But if I'd have went through the same guy that did this, he actually sell Project Justice. I'm thinking about getting it from him because he actually make it look identical to the
Yeah.
original. So I think I paid like $18 for it. And the same thing, you look at the disc. The disc don't look original at all. You know, it looks like a repro. So you know, at least they tell you that it is repro. It's just like I'm not trying to trick nobody. It's just the fact that I want to collect these games, you know, based on what I want. It's not I'm trying to collect them just to, you know, basically scalp them. I'm not trying to do that. Same with
Right.
same with Gunbird 2. You could tell, you know,
Yeah.
it's more. It looks more like paper than the glossy paper. I don't know if you can
Yeah.
tell from there. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, I can, yeah. You
Oh,
can tell.
you can tell. Same with the Alone in the Dark. It looks more.
Well, I
paper.
can. I don't know if everybody else can, but
No, if you
I
okay, now that should be a good picture. You could tell. You could tell it's paper.
Yeah.
That's paper. That's paper. That's gloss. That's gloss paper.
well, and the case itself is
yeah.
also
Yeah, that white
tell.
part. Yeah, that white part.
Right.
Yeah, you could tell too. Like, you know, like it's just I don't know. Like I like, you know, collecting repros because first of all, I never played this before, and I beat it.
Yeah,
and I
there's
actually
nothing-
enjoyed it. Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, if you're an authentic collector or whatever, you know, you don't care for them. But if you just want to play the games, like it's a great way. It's not like Sega's making any money on them anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so that's not a problem. And you know, it's a good archival thing. You know.
Yeah. Same with Skies of Arcadia. Like, you know, same thing. It doesn't look identical. Well, yeah, it looks the artwork is identical, but the quality of it looks like paper. Same with the
Yeah,
back.
let me-
It's paper.
Trying to see. Oh, maybe it's in here. Hold on a
And
second.
the
I have. I got Skies, but for GameCube.
Mhm.
If I can find it.
And these are the discs. Like you can tell, like the disc, that's nothing but paper. You see the disc?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell. As
Yeah, you can tell because it's. Yeah.
But I'm having fun though. I'm
Look
having
at
fun
that.
playing it.
How does that look?
I really can't tell.
Can't tell. This is reproed artwork. I mean, I have the game. It's mine, you know. It's in there. That's
You know
the real
what?
game.
It's kind of hard to tell repro artwork because they make it so identical to the original. It's so
Yeah.
hard. It's very hard.
I lost a lot of my. Talked about it before on my channel. I've lost some stuff through flooding and like my artwork and some books and stuff like that. And so I had to replace them from water damage and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you can even do it yourself. Like if you don't have a good enough printer, what you can do is UPS does printing. Or you yeah, is it UPS? Yeah, UPS store. They do printing, and you can set it up online. You can find the artwork yourself online. Pick your card, pick your stock of paper. You want glossy, you want card stock or whatever, and print them out yourself. You got to cut them out yourself and put them in, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff you can even do yourself. You can order the cases in bulk. I did that for my PSP. I got like 26 loose PSP games,
Can you tell that?
and I ordered the cases.
Can you
No,
tell
I
that?
can't even tell.
You can't tell that it's real.
No,
That
I've seen
came-
those online before, and I couldn't tell.
See, that came from Nightwing Productions, and he's good, man. He's good.
Yeah,
But when you get down to the disc, like you can tell when you look at the disc, you can tell.
yeah,
If you hardcore into it, like if you're not hardcore, you won't be able to tell. I tricked my daughter, and she was like, "That looks real. That looks like the real deal." I said, "Look closely, Sierra. Look closely." I was like, "Look at the letters." Oh, it's a little blurry. Okay, I can tell. I said, yeah, you gotta look closely, Sierra. Now I could have tricked you. I'm just saying. Same with Gigawing. That came from Dreamcast Zombie, so you can tell that it's paper, not that glossy paper. It's paper
yeah.
and the.
And you literally was like, "What
Yeah.
are the most expensive games? Let me go get repros on all of them."
I didn't get to that. I didn't get to my Saturn collection yet. Not yet. And I got was it nipple tail? Was it nipple tail on the Dreamcast? I think that was a Japanese game, and they did the English text for the game. And they actually do look cool. I was looking at the trailer and how it plays. I was like, you know what? Let me get that. So that came from. So let me see who this came from. I think it came from that same. No. Oh no, this came from Nightwing. Nightwing did it. He did that. And it looks pretty cool. I like how he, his artwork. Like, these games are expensive, man. When you try to actually go on eBay, man, it's just not worth it. Now I have another game that was basically it's a Metroid type of game. It's called Gunlord for the Dreamcast. That was actually one of those homebrew games that
okay.
How
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, like Dreamcast has still been getting support. It's crazy.
Yeah, they still get new games.
Yes, Stormwind. Was it Stormwind? Yeah, Stormwind. That's another one that they supported after the Dreamcast has been dead for years.
Yeah,
and so basically, yeah,
people have because Fantasy Star and whatnot. People have created their own servers. It's still online with Fantasy Star online for Dreamcast.
You need that Dream, was it Dream Pi, Raspberry Pi or something in order to do that, something like that?
Yeah.
So basically, like, he had to stop selling that on his website because people was, I guess somebody snitched and say, I'm not sure if
somebody had to.
Yeah, I think the creator, maybe somebody went to the creator of the game and the creator went to him and be like, "Yeah, you can't sell it because I'm still selling that. That's my game." So he's like, "Okay."
That's another thing. If the game is still being sold, that's that can get you in trouble.
So he took that off his website. So I guess he no longer sells that. And of course, I got Giga Wing 2 from him, and that's another high priced game to get. I buy a lot of my shoot 'em ups from the repros because buying them authentic is like at least $100 and up. It's like
it's
very expensive.
Like a car payment.
Basically,
the car payments.
That's what I got Giga Wing 2, Gunbird 2, Stormwind.
All those shooters.
Yes.
All those shoot 'em ups are always over $100. Easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's basically all the Dreamcast. Actually,
even the bad ones, even the ones that ain't good.
That's kind of crazy. The sucky games still cost them about $200-300. That's crazy.
Yeah. So they're rare. Like I'm trying to Clay Fighter, 63 and a third collector's cut for N64. That game's like $400 or $500. That game sucks. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's so rare, it was only through Blockbuster. You buy it.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the 3D collection. I know y'all want us to start ranting. No, I just want to get the retro stuff, man. Y'all know I'm a retro gamer, man. I gotta talk about it before we get to the main topics. If you think about it, I think this is the main topic.
Non-bootlegs.
Hey, long as I'm having fun, I don't care. I'm having fun.
You can't buy the game anywhere else. It's very much okay to buy bootlegs or make your own because nobody's making money off it. So who cares at this point?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. So, hold on, Jay. I get you in after we talk about the repros. I'll get you in. Before I get to my Saturn, you got something you trying to show?
Not retro. Well, I guess I'll show this one retro game that is a little bit pertinent today. Hey guys!
Hey, I got that too.
Oh, maybe I'll show another one too. I'll show another one. There you go.
Oh shit! Oh, there we go. I know where this is going.
Retro games.
I know where this is going.
This one actually, I put a thing on Twitter because I wasn't sure if the All-Stars version had Rumble, because this one has Rumble in it. North American copies never got Rumble. It was the second version of the Japanese copy that got Rumble. So I was wondering if we had that. But one thing I can do with this that you can't do in 3D, the 3D All-Stars collection is I could play this in widescreen 16:9.
Oh, nice. You gotta get that if you really still play your 64 a bunch. Get that that Eon. Was it Eon? Remember they had the Eon for the GameCube?
I don't have an Eon. I have another converter. It's pretty good. It's not as good as the Eon, but it's. I don't want. The thing about me is that I'm kind of a purist. I don't want my N64 games to be overly sharp.
Yeah.
Because the reason they were somewhat blurry is because they were hiding stuff. So I don't want to see that stuff too sharp. So, but I have a really good converter. It's not as good as the Eon.
Yeah.
But it's not that much. It's not that much worse. I should, for lack of a better word. But for my GameCube though, I got the Kaiko. I'm doing a review on it actually.
Kaiko, I heard about that.
Yeah, it goes through the digital port. I did. The GameCube has AV, and it also has that digital port. And then the Nintendo sold those digital cables.
Yeah.
Only on their website, and now if you buy them, they're like $300.
Man.
So yeah, it's crazy. So I bought this Kaiko converter. Comes with this little remote right here.
Nice.
And you can you can mess with scan lines and all that stuff, and you get into all that, tweak it to your heart's content. It goes in there. It has HDMI out, so and it is gorgeous. It's the best picture you can get.
How much did you pay for it?
GameCube.
How much did you pay for it?
I paid $75 for it.
Okay, because I think they did like a comparisons video between the Kaiko and the what's the one that started with 8? Because I got that one.
Yeah, there's another. There's like the GT Video. There's
Akira.
They also have they have the Eon or Ion or whatever for GameCube as well.
Yeah, Eon.
And this is just as good as that. And it costs $75 cheaper. So if you can find one, they're only in the UK though, so you got to get it shit from the UK.
Yeah, so like,
but it's just as good.
I bought the one for the Dreamcast, the Akira. I think that's how you pronounce it. Akira starts with, I think it's AUK something. I think it's pronounced Akira. I think I paid $100 for it.
I hate converting the signal for Dreamcast because a lot of games don't like it when you do that, and they won't play.
Yeah.
And I really can't stand that.
it does overwrite some of the non-compatible
there's a way to go around it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you end up with frame rate issues and all kinds of stuff. When you do that, when you bypass it. So
another thing, there was, dang it, you know what? That guy that was on Etsy that they shut down, he was actually selling some Dreamcast game that was VJ compatible.
Oh really?
Like, yeah. I was like, you kidding me? Like I ain't gotta do no maneuvering. I ain't gotta do no tweaking or nothing. I was like, man, that sucks because I was planning on buying at least 20 more games from that guy. They got rid of him.
I just want to show the viewers the box. This is what it looks like.
Okay, yeah, okay. I know you're talking about it. I've seen that one before.
Geico.
For the GameCube.
And it is great. For the price especially, it's the best picture quality you're going to get out of your GameCube.
Well, good luck finding that for $75. It's hard. It's very hard.
I've seen a couple more on eBay.
Really?
That's where I got mine from eBay.
Oh, okay.
So get it while it getting good. Kind of like Wii U games. But they actually brought Pikmin 4 back, or Pikmin 3 back to the Wii U eShop. So
of course they did.
They brought it back.
They did the same thing with was it Tropical Freeze? They did the same thing.
Tropical Freeze still isn't there. Tropical Freeze is still gone.
No. Remember when they first announced it? They
came back and it's gone again.
And they're gonna do the same thing with Pikmin 3 because of the backlash. Like Nintendo you got me want to talk about Nintendo right now. Okay, hold on, let me get this out the way. Let me get this out the way. Okay, so as far as my Sega Saturn collection and the Sega Saturn collection, this is thousands of dollars worth of saving money. First of all, the store I usually go to, they had this price for $1,000 for the jewel case, the original. I only paid $20.
Magic Knight?
Yeah, Magic Knight, Rayar, and it's actually a good game. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good game. Yeah.
So basically, I wanted to play the game. It's not the fact that I just want to have it to collect collecting purposes. I'm gonna collect it, but I'm even though if I actually do want to sell a game one day, I'm gonna let them know. Hey, this is a repro game. I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
Do you have the what you call that cartridge? Dang. 2 byte pass. What's the name of that cartridge?
actually have two
Pseudo
of them.
Saturn. You need a pseudo Saturn in order to play these games. And these,
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much did you pay for it? I paid $60 for mine.
I got mine for free.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Uh-huh.
Somebody gave them to me a while ago.
And of course, I bought, was it Albert Odyssey? I bought, if that's how you
Albert
pronounce
Odyssey, yeah.
it. Albert Odyssey.
I have that. I have the Japanese version, but you can't play RPGs if you don't know the language.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but because of the what's the console coming out?
Yeah.
Polymega.
Yeah.
Because of the Polymega, my Japanese copy is going to be great because I can just get the English patch.
That is
play it on there.
That's crazy. Like, I see why the thing's so expensive because that thing offers so much.
It does
so
a lot of cool
much.
stuff.
I like that. So yeah, I think this is like about a couple hundred on eBay. It's up there. It's up there.
Oh yeah, Albert Odyssey is a couple $100.
Yeah, that's a couple
easy.
hundred. So that's $1,000. It's like about $200. That's $1,200 for 2 games.
Yeah.
The Legend of Oasis. I think that's not. If I'm guessing, this might be around 150 on. It's either 150 or it might be less on eBay.
If you are a collector and you have, if you have all the best games or at least a really good collection for Saturn, your Saturn collection is probably worth like $20,000 easy.
That's crazy.
Like,
Oh,
that thing is so expensive.
It is. I forgot to show this Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I forgot to show that a while ago, and that thing then jumped over to $150 to $200 on Dreamcast. I forgot to show that a while ago. So yeah, I have that as well too.
It's how much?
Between 150 and 200 on Dreamcast.
Wow.
It went up. It went up.
I paid $30 for that game, man.
So I got Shinobi Legis.
I bought it off a friend for $30.
These are going up in price as well too on eBay. It used to cost between.
Yeah, I gotta grab Shinobi like now.
It usually be like between $70 to about $90. Now it's about between $120 to $150. It's going.
It went up to over $100. Oh god,
it's over $100 now. So you better
I
get
should
that
have got
while
it.
you can.
I saw it for like $40 at one point, and I was like, I should have got it.
Same with Darius, however you want to pronounce it. Same with that one. It's going up there in price over $100. So hey, all this stuff I'm paying is like $20 a piece.
It'll always be Darius to me. Darius Gaiden. Darius Gaiden.
Guardian Heroes. That's up there in price between about $200-$300. It's around that range, I think. $200-$300.
Yeah, I have Guardian. I have the Japanese version. But that's all you need. 'Cause it's not like you need English for that game.
Burning Rangers. That right there between $500 to $700 on eBay.
Yep, I got the Japanese version of that too.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I want to play the games, man. It's not the fact that I want bragging rights because I have it. I want to play the freaking game. Yeah. And the most expensive game, of course, is Panzer Dragoon Saga. Like that's honestly, I think that is the most expensive game on the Saturn, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's easily the most expensive game. They probably made 3,000 North American copies.
He did good with the artwork on the CDs. He did good with them.
And that's being generous. That game came out 1997, I want to say like March.
Yeah.
Nobody was playing Saturn, and because nobody even knew Saturn existed. And nobody was playing it by 97. So
that's because the Dreamcast was already announced, and they didn't care. They didn't care.
Yeah.
They did a lot.
They had already said that Saturn is not our future.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, Sega really did drop the ball on that one. Okay. Kendall Smith said Kuro. Is that how you pronounce it, Kuro? No, I think it started with an A. I don't even feel like going in there. I don't feel like going in there just to find it. What's up, Clockett? I didn't know Clockett was a black dude this whole time, man. this whole time he been following me, man. I thought he was a white guy.
There are British black folks too.
I don't know. Maybe it was an accident that threw me away. Cause I was watching some of his videos, and when I finally saw his face, I was like, okay, congratulations. Okay, what's up, Clockett? Nah, but hey, man, he got a nice collection, man. I like the collection.
Oh yeah, Clockett has a really nice collection.
Yeah, Nice collection.
Me and Clocked are we're brothers.
Mm-hmm.
We're brothers and we're brothers. We're very much alike when it comes to our collections and stuff. So our game.
But basically, all I got, as far as the repros, I still got some that's supposed to be coming in sometime. Matter of fact, I was supposed to have 3 more come in yesterday, but it went to a different address. Yeah, I got an email saying it's been delivered, but I don't know. It's your picture's kind of flickering for some reason.
Because I don't see it in the.
Oh, really? Let me see. Let's
Looks fine in Discord.
I'll start this mess again.
Oh no!
What I do last time? I think I exited out and got back. Right? That's
Yeah, that was. Is it? Oh, let me check and make sure. Are you looking at YouTube?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm looking at the Discord. No, you fine now.
Okay, make sure it's in YouTube before.
No, you good now.
Wait.
You good now.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I just got something from Portugal, which was this bad boy here.
Yeah.
Probably hard to see the color, but I painted it myself. It's,
okay.
It's a PAL Dusty already. I just got it. N64, and there's a few games that won't work because you can mod these.
Yeah.
To play. The only thing all you're doing is, I don't know if you probably won't be able to see it, but there's 2 little bumpers in the bottom of the cartridge slot to tell you or to stop certain games from going down in there. That's the only protection it has. There's no software thing or anything like that. You don't need a hardware mod. So all you got to do is you can either cut them off or melt them down. I melted mine down using a soldering iron. So you don't even have to open it. But I opened this up because this wasn't working. And I restored it. And then I gave it a nice little custom paint job.
Heck yeah.
So now I have 4 N64s. And this one will play games that I couldn't play before. I have a copy of Daikatana. Remember Daikatana?
Actually, I don't.
No?
Mm-hmm.
It was a really hyped up game that came out and wasn't very good.
Yeah.
The guy who did, was it Doom? John Cormack?
Uh-huh.
One of the guys that did Doom. He was hyping this game up and it came out and wasn't that great. But anyway, I have a European version that won't play in my American N64. Same thing. What's another game? Doom 64. I have the PAL version of that, and it won't play outside of the PAL version.
Hey,
but
did you play
that version? Is best.
Hey, did you play it on the Xbox One X 4K 60? It actually looks pretty cool.
Doom 64.
Yeah, it actually looked pretty good. 4K 60. I got it on the Xbox.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I played mine on the Xbox One X. It actually looks good.
Yeah, it's clean, huh?
Yeah, one thing about Microsoft, like, even though you might say it's old games, but it's what they do with these old games. It's like it's night and day. Remember, Red Dead Redemption, when they upgraded to 4K. I'm not sure if it's 60 frames or 30 frames, but when they upgrade the graphics, it looked like a current gen game. Like, that's what I wanted from my Xbox One X. I want to see the power of new games and old games, and that's why I am a fan of the Series X. I'm a fan of it because they said we get to basically, if you have all generations of Xbox games, you play all the games at no extra price. You don't got to pay for no upgrade fees, nothing. You plug it in, you play. So that's what I like about it. And I'm still curious on the price. And the way things are going with Microsoft and Sony, I'm believing that these consoles are going to be a minimum $600. The way they playing chicken. The way they playing chicken, man, this might be the most expensive generation we're going to ever be a part of as far as gaming. Good thing that we're not children no more because our parents probably wouldn't even got it. As poor as we was back then, we're going to just be window shopping.
We're 2 months out and we don't have a price for consoles.
That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
Because they're playing chicken. Microsoft is waiting for Sony because whatever Sony prices that's what they're going to price theirs at. I feel like that's what they're doing. They're not gonna have that meme, that joke, where they come out with a price and then Sony undercuts them by $100 or something. So I think they're waiting, and
Let me go.
That's why we don't have price.
Let me add Alex so he can stop crying. He's crying. No invite, LOL. I'm Biden. Shut up. Okay, let me see if I can add him right quick. I know
you ain't no retro gamer, man. This retro talk right now. Well, actually, we just got an Xbox. So.
Oh well, unless you still got something else. Okay, so how the hell do I add on? Let me see. I'm not used to this whole Discord thing. How do I add? Share your screen.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna want to be in here, Alex, in a minute. Cause get on your Nintendo.
Alex, the bipolar cat, huh?
Yeah.
He don't know what he
was
wants.
Some more retro business for my Nintendo fans out there. You got that? You got some VHSs? Those love these. Love these. I've been watching VHS lately. Is that crazy?
Nice.
I've been watching like VHS movies.
Oh, you still be watching them, huh?
I think I'm going through a midlife crisis.
I was about to say that.
Camelot, look at that. With two, you had to have two because it wouldn't fit on one. Not enough tape.
Oh boy.
You had to have two, part one and part two, because the movie was so long.
Let me see if I can. Hey, what did I do last time to add them? Let me see. Well, if y'all just came in when I asked y'all to come, we're gonna be in this predicament right now. Inbox. Dang. Add friends. I'm trying to. Okay, there it is. Let me see. Alex. Where's Jalen at? Jalen.
Real is a gaming grandpa. He don't know how to work his technology.
I am a gaming grandpa.
Okay. Do we lose? I thought we
lost. No. I just invited Alex.
No, I never invited you, but I thought we lost you for a minute.
Oh, okay. Okay. There go Jalen. What's up, Jalen?
What up?
Yeah, we had to get the little retro out the way before we get to the what Alex them call it, the Nintendo therapy session. Alex and Nick.
Nintendo therapy session. That's what I call them.
Alex saying he ain't picking up.
Hey, what's up?
I'm right here. What are you talking about?
Really? Hold on.
This can't see him? Man, you gotta get your
stuff.
Hold
on, wait a minute. It looks like we have the same issue with you, Alex, instead of T this time. I might have to. Let me see.
I can see Alex.
It's my end.
Yeah.
It's my end.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Yo, Alex, you see how you do us, man? See how you do us?
What I
they
do?
wanted to invite us. He was. I was kidding. I was
well,
fucking
I
with you.
got fake games too. I make them myself. I make these remaster race versions. And I make them myself.
That's exactly why I don't invite your ass.
Look at that, baby. Jeepers glorious.
Told me you were up and y'all wasn't responding.
Hey, let me jump.
Horizon Zero Dawn Glorious Edition.
Oh hell! Let me
make fake games too, baby.
Hey, let me jump out right. I'm gonna jump out. And I'm gonna jump right back in because I can't get your picture out. Let me jump out. I'll be right back.
No, it's just like I just make the case for it because I want.
Okay, whatever. Okay, let's join the call.
There he is.
Okay, now see Alex. Okay,
and I
now
use the nice laser paper so you can see the nice reflection.
Yeah, the nice clean,
very
glossy.
It's kind of a pain to make it, but it ends up looking pretty nice.
So what happened with you hanging out with the wife today, Alex? Huh? What's going on? Did she kick?
I did. Did you see? I went to the farmer's market. I got some nice stuff.
I didn't see.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh well.
Well, I posted on my Discord. Your Discord is just for toxic shit. I don't post nothing.
Get the hell out of here with that shit. You come to my Discord with that foolishness.
I was up on there last night. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about my Discord? What I do?
Yeah.
I was honestly, I've barely been in my Discord these past few days. I've barely been in there.
There's some toxic fanboy shit going on up in there.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. My Discord or Alex's Discord? Which one?
I don't know. I thought it was yours.
Go
yours.
shit. Go to Alex's. His is way worse than my shit. Way worse.
Oh, Alex is bad too. Don't get it.
No. His is worse.
Mine is
But then
very
again,
civilized.
Alex, he adds to the toxicity.
Nice conversations going
Dude,
on.
you-
I'm scared to even post it here.
Oh
I'm scared.
man, you F you to the fire on my Discord, man. Yeah, you do with that bullshit.
Like I don't even want to post in here. I'm scared. I'm scared they're gonna get me.
No. Hey, real. He's not as toxic as a certain person that you keep inviting back to your Discord.
No shit. Oh, what's up, Dirty? I didn't know you was there. Hey, you want to join, Dirty? Let me know if you want to join. You said we as gamers are going to pay $500 to $600 this generation. Yeah, that's what we were saying a while ago. The way they playing chicken, I think the minimum might be $600. The way they going, because if it was $500, then we would have known. Because remember Microsoft announced.
If it was $400, they would have told us already. They would have got that out there.
Of course, they would have said that by now if it was 400.
I don't even think it's gonna be 500 to be honest. I think it's gonna be over that. At
It's
least
gonna be
550. At least.
I think the PlayStation's 500, but the Xbox is probably 600.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Now we got the we got play lottery just to win a spot to pre-order. Like what kind of madness is this? Like it ain't just that. We got the
Hey,
it ain't just
Japan
that.
has had that for a long time. So
It ain't just that anti-consumer practices. We got other anti-consumer practices, not just with Nintendo, Alex, not just with the 3D collection, Alex. You got the EA situation. What you say?
EA do?
The Madden situation. You heard what happened? They basically put the
shit about
same
Madden?
they put the same animations in Madden 21 that was in Madden 20. Everything was the same.
Isn't that what they do every year?
I was gonna say.
I've been
that
saying
surprised
that.
you?
No, it don't surprise me. What's getting me? It's surprising a lot of people. I'm like, they've been doing this for a long time. Y'all just now found out.
Yeah,
Y'all
it's
just,
the same game every
Yeah.
year with the roster change. People just
Yeah.
realize this or something.
now they talking about boycott EA. They talking about EA get rid of the licenses from the NFL. They tweeting NFL.
Good luck with that.
They
I've been boycotting EA for like 12 years. Welcome.
I hadn't bought a brand new Madden game since Michael Vick was on the cover. That's Madden 2004.
I haven't played an NFL game since NFL Blitz 2000.
I still play it right now with my son. My son loves that game.
I think Madden 08 was probably the last one I bought brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Shit,
The
2000.
second they stopped being arcadey and went to realistic, I was like, and I'm done.
I think Madden 04 was the. I think Madden 04 was the best. That was the best one, and that's when they
Is that
introduced
the one with Vic?
with Vic and the hit stick and all
Yeah,
that. And that was really
that was
good.
probably my favorite.
And I still think ESPN 2K5 was the best football game ever. ESPN 2K5 with T.O. on the cover.
But yeah,
Not only
that's why they
price,
shut it down.
not only
why
price
they shut
wise,
them down.
yeah, they got scared. Not only price wise, it was better than Madden because remember they were selling. I think video games
Wasn't
at
it
that time.
$20?
Yeah, it was $20, and I think Madden had no
$20
choice.
brand new.
I think Madden sold their game for like $30. I think they normally sell. I think games cost $50 at that time. $50 brand new at that time, the early 2000s. Yeah, so they had no choice but to drop the price to about $30. And it got to a point. They was like, no, we can't hang, with the quality level with
They
2K
ran to the
Sports.
NFL and cried for that license.
Yeah, because like even with even if you play ESPN 2K5, if you play it today, you still would get a lot of enjoyment out the game because of what they put in the game. It was that good. I just love everything about it.
First person mode, all that cool shit.
Yeah, the first person mode. You got you got your own crib. When you put your trophies and everything. You remember the crib? I love that.
Madden.
You get to add your soundtrack when you score a touchdown. Like I remember all that, and I love that. And that was at the time that Lil Jon was hot. So every time I scored a touchdown, boy, I was like, what's the name of that song? I don't give a fuck. I loved, boy. I was having so much enjoyment out of that game. And that game right there would kill the series. That would kill it because they got scared. They got scared. And I've been saying this for years on how EA has been tripping, You know, they don't do nothing to the game. They just basically update the roster, and now people did these side-by-side comparisons video with Madden 20 and Madden 21, and they both the same. And now y'all want to start complaining. Like, come on, guys. Really? That's why Madden
hell
makes
was
so
Been
much
doing that
sense.
for years. Why y'all getting?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Why? How did
What the
people
hell?
just figure this out now?
Like, what the hell was that 10 years ago when they started doing this?
They've been doing this for what, like, at least 5 years with this current version. of the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Oh,
the-
5 years.
The 2000 Maddens were at least early to like mid 2000 Maddens. Those were the most innovative. They would add stuff like every year because they had competition.
Yo.
You know, they
I
had
guess-
to kind of be above the competition. Once they lost competition, they lost any interest in doing any innovative stuff like that.
I guess they got. I guess people noticed because this one is technically supposed to be the next gen version, and it's
Yeah.
the same. Maybe that's
Yup.
why people are mad. But like, you only have yourself to blame. It's been the same game for years. Like, what were you
Same
expecting?
thing.
The game's still coming out to the normal Xbox and the regular PS4 too.
That was like Madden. What was it? 2K6 on Xbox 2006.
Yeah.
Man, 2006.
Like people complained about that one too because they were like, "Oh, it's just a little bit prettier," and
Yeah.
it's worse in some ways as far as like the presentation and modes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember people being mad about that one too.
Okay.
'Cause it was pretty bare bones. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about first with the practice. I know you did say you want to do Nintendo last. T. Let's say the best for last.
I said that.
That's what you said a while ago. You said I want to say Nintendo for. Oh, look at Alex's. Look at Alex. He's like, man, whatever. You see that face
Get
he's
out of here
making?
when you guys start that stuff.
Now I know when to leave.
Oh boy.
Hey, I was thinking maybe
hot
start
in
with
the
it first.
So okay.
Because Real, I
Uh-huh.
think Real got something to say. He want to get off his chest. He want to cuss. Like he want to go Super Saiyan. He want to play that.
Man,
he want to play that
it's
Vegeta music.
like, it's
Like right now. Go ahead.
Honestly, no. It's not just this situation. Honestly, I probably wouldn't say nothing. Like I told Nick, a while ago. I said
industry.
I probably wouldn't say nothing about this 3D collection if they didn't decide to make this limited. Because by them making this limited, it really made it worse. To be honest, because of scappers like Alex, gonna wind up selling this game for about 3 times the price, and at the same time he's gonna complain about the game not being quote unquote a remaster or a remake. I guess you could say it's a remaster since it's in HD, but it's not a remake. It's not.
Sunshine is HD. Mario, they didn't seem to do very much.
Yeah.
64. Yeah.
No, I don't know, man. But I guess let's go with PlayStation, Xbox. What's going on, man? Why we're 2 months away and we're still don't have a price? And this is and honestly, what was it Nvidia? Is it Nvidia? What they did when they announced that graphics card and the capabilities of that, they basically went up the console market. They did, because all it is a lot of
new graphics cards. that make
yes,
your console
because a lot
great.
more people is showing interest in becoming a PC game. I'm not saying millions of them, but more people is going to probably start wetting their feet into the PC gaming. Especially when they saw Doom Eternal running at 4K 120, what the freak? 120 frames per second? Are you kidding me, dude? That is insane. And how much that graphics? How much it cost? About 500? What's about 500?
3070, yeah, it's 500.
What? Like I don't know what's the 30. You don't have to school me on these graphics. I don't know much about it. But for that
The
price,
thing is like, before Alex goes into his thing, I just want to say, because we talked about this a little bit before we got on, is that okay? So first of all, it's PC. It's always going to be, better.
Mm-hmm.
The only time PC wasn't better than consoles was like early 90s and before.
Mm-hmm.
Consoles were better. Once we hit 95, PCs started destroying consoles left and right. There was no competition. So to be surprised that the graphic card is going to come out and be better,
No,
I don't understand that at all.
I'm talking about the price point of that graphics
Right,
card.
okay, the price point. Here's the
Yes.
thing. Okay, what is it? $500? Yeah. unless you already have a rig
Yeah.
and a capable CPU to be able to run that graphics card, then it's not $500 because you can't play a graphics card. So you're gonna have to buy some things around that graphics card. So once you do that, you're approaching 900 over $1,000. So
Every penny.
it's not like, oh, you can compare the prices to next gen consoles compared to a graphics card, because you can't.
No. There's no comparisons. I'm talking about.
I would normally agree with you.
No.
But for the past year, no. For the past year, all I've heard is my Xbox Series X is as strong as a 2080 from Nvidia for a whole year.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
Disputing any of that. I just said that if you're sitting around thinking your console is gonna be better or comparable to a PC for very long, then you're delusional, because that's not gonna be the case. Every 6 months, it's gonna your console. You're sitting around with a console for 5 to 7 years or whatever.
Yeah,
PCs are constantly going. They're constantly upgrading. So you're never going to be able to keep up. So to brag about what your console could do over a PC is ludicrous. But what I'm saying is, if you're comparing a graphics card to a console, as far as price goes, then that's kind of silly, because it's just a graphics card. You can't compare it price-wise. That's all I'm saying.
So basically, for that $500 price, like I said, I don't know nothing about PC gaming. For what I'm hearing, that for what they asking for, the normal price for what they providing us, if we gonna decide to buy the graphics card, is around $1,100 to $1,200 price range. Is that correct?
This $500 card is as powerful as the last 2080 Ti, which was $1,200.
That's insane.
Oh wow! Are you kidding me?
And it actually outperforms it. That's
and
why
it outperforms it. Yeah.
So that alone,
isn't it like by 50% or something?
No, not that much. It's maybe 10% faster.
Oh,
Still,
okay.
So
faster than a $1,200 card.
So you telling me that what they just announced, you don't think that Nvidia is not stepping on the toes of the console market? Getting some
They
people.
don't care about consoles.
No. I'm saying that a lot of people that's been talking about specs all over YouTube. That's console gamers. Spec this, spec. We have a lot of spec talk.
Console gamers shouldn't be talking about specs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's something wrong.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of spec talk. No, like when it comes to the newer generation, we always have spec talk. How powerful this is, power. But now we got this announcement. Don't you think they're gonna go ahead and put the console to rest and go ahead and upgrade to a PC based on the announcement?
You mean the people that make spec videos?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of console people that make spec videos.
They're console gamers. They like to pretend that they know what they're talking about, but they're not interested in going over to PC because
they like to pretend.
No, they're not gonna. Yeah,
to be honest, when I saw that Doom, I watched that. Was it 4K? I got 120 hertz TV and the 4K TV. So when I saw that Doom running at 120 4K, I was like, oh my god. I was like, wow.
Your console won't do that.
I'm like, wow. I might have to. I might have to try.
That's why I find it so funny when they talk about specs and performance on consoles. Like, why? What are you doing to yourself? If you care so much, just get a PC. Like, you're not gonna get that experience with a console. It's just not how it is.
Yeah.
And you got to remember. I know that's how it is on PC, but some things will say, "Oh, we're 120 frames or whatever."
Yeah.
But you have to have. I don't know if do TVs have DV ports now? No. So I know on PC when this monitor is 120 frames. Yeah, but it has to be overclocked, and it has to be through the DV port.
Display port. Yeah. Some of the newer ones.
I know what I'm saying. I got DV on my mind because of the GameCube. Sorry, display port.
Well, like a lot of the newer ones, you can do it with HDMI as well.
The newer ones can. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's what I was
like on the TV. It's not like real 120 hertz because
it's not real. No,
it's interpolation. It's not bad or anything, but
it's still pretty good. Yeah.
It's still good. It's not as good as a monitor.
So y'all still think that with the announcement of this, it's not going to drive certain console gamers over to the PC side?
I'm sure some will, especially people that play on Xbox, because you're still gonna get all the games anyways,
Mm-hmm.
and then you
Yeah.
get the online for free and all that stuff. So like, if you play on Xbox, like honestly, this is a really good time to switch over because like, it's just better over here because they give us everything that you guys have, and we pay less for it. Like it's crazy, man. I don't know how you deal with it still, but yeah, for PlayStation is different because they still have their exclusives. And it takes several years for their exclusives, like Horizon. It took like 3 years or whatever before they brought it over to PC. It's not day and date, so it's a little different on Sony's end.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously with Nintendo, they don't really move their games over unless you want to pirate their games. But I'm not really big into pirating.
It's not
You can
really
obviously pirate
about-
any
It's not really about
pirate Switch games
exclusives.
pretty easy.
Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, Microsoft struggled with exclusives this generation. We all can agree with that. But I want the most powerful console for third-party games because I love third-party games.
Yeah,
I like.
that's still the Xbox.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
doesn't change.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, that was the main reason why I played the game on One X over the PS4 Pro because you get better looking games and runs better for the most part.
Yeah.
But if I decide to get the PC, then it's just like a lot of my money, my investment is going to go towards the PC side than the Xbox side, since it's going to be just completely better than the Xbox. I'm not saying that the Series X is going to be a slouch because a lot of their games are going to still be running at 4K 60, and that's actually still good, 4K 60. But
Yeah.
the Doom Eternal video, like, wow, like I don't even know what else to say. Like, the game looked that good and run that great. Like, that's why I'm over really thinking. I won't even say think no more because I brought this up to my wife. I let her know that I will be investing to a PC gaming, get a rig one of these days. And she's like, "Oh boy, this again? You and your goddamn video games." But I'm like, it's not now. I'm taking it slow. I got to build. This stuff. It takes time because I want to get get a good monitor. I want to get a decent CPU. I want to get I want that graphics card. What's the name of it again? The newest one. What's the name?
They announced 3. I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
The main one, the one they showed with Doom Eternal.
The 30. I don't know if they showed it with the 3080 or the 90. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Whatever they shown on that video, that's what I want. That's the graphics card that I want because I love
There's
me
one
some
that's
Doom.
500. There's one that's 700, and there's one that's 1500. So I'm not sure. which
Cause
one they
I will replay Doom just because of that. Like, Jesus Christ, that's
use.
for real. Honestly, that's probably the best first person shooting I would play. Doom Eternal. That was awesome. That was an awesome experience, man. I want to play that again at 120 frames. That's just my opinion on that. That's just my opinion. I don't know much about PC, but once I do, I will be, asking for y'all advice and y'all opinion what I need to do and all that.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm worried about you and PCs because you.
What I do?
It can get real technical. It can get real technical points. Like right now, I'm having a driver issue.
Uh-oh.
And I'm having just like right now, I'm on a crappy old laptop that's running Streamlabs and OBS better than my personalized rig is running. For some reason, I'm having some kind of software issue that keeps making it crash. And so when you run into stuff like that, you get really frustrating, like it is for me. And I'm just worried about how you're going to be because when you have to deal with that kind of stuff, when you're running a rig. So
well, I do got a little cousin that is hardcore into PC gaming. When I was telling him, I was like, "You ain't got no Xbox or no PlayStation," he started laughing with that. I was like, "Okay, you one of them."
oh no!
I was like, "Oh, you one of them." I was like, "Man, that laugh, man, you missing the top hat and the monocle, man." You uppity ass. I was like, okay. I said, okay. When I decide that I want to build a PC, I'm gonna come and pick you up. So he's gonna help me out. He's gonna help me out.
For me, it's like if I didn't care about like owning things, then I'd be a full-on probably PC dude. But and the issues I have with Windows and how much more efficient OS is, Mac OS is over Windows. if it wasn't for that stuff, then I'd probably be all in. But I like having my physical stuff. You know, I like
Okay.
feeling like I'm owning something.
Okay.
I have over 100 games on Steam, but I barely like to turn my rig on and play them because it's just way quicker just to press the power button and play my game console. And just,
Honestly, Persona
do
4
whatever game.
Persona 4 was the main reason I actually finally beat a game on Steam. That game was fucking awesome, dude. That game was awesome. Dude, I am such a Persona fanboy right now. Like, 5 got me into the series, and I could if I would have kept my Vita, then I would have bought it on the Vita. But, it's actually $20 on the Vita as well, too. I might just buy it on the Vita as well, just for the trophies. But yeah, I beat it the other day, and I think I put in 110 hours on it. Very good, very good. And I went ahead and bought Persona 5 Royale edition. And I talked to the guy from GameStop. I was like, "What's the difference between the Royale and the regular?" He said it's a very different. New characters, new personas, at least an extra 25 to 30 hours of content. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Wow,
Nice.
that's a game on top of a game." So even though it was still full price at 60, I was like, you know what, it's worth it. I'm gonna get it. I got the Steelbook edition anyway, so I'm gonna keep that one. So yeah, Persona. I don't know, man. I think that's the best JRPG of all. I'm gonna put it over Final Fantasy. I'm gonna put it over. I'm even gonna put it over Sega's JRPGs, Alex. I'm gonna put it over Phantasy Star.
Better than Skies?
Huh?
Better than Skies?
What did Sega even have?
Oh, I don't know, man. Skies of Arcadia. Why you got bring Skies of Arcadia in this, man? Come on, man. Come on. You ain't gotta do
Okay.
that.
You backing down. You're backing down.
You ain't gotta do that. Okay. It's a dogfight between them. I love both of them. I don't know,
Man,
man.
you literally said like you put Persona over Sega RPG.
Well, okay. Well, whatever. Oh man. I
Well, to
don't
be
know.
honest, hey, think about it. Persona is a Sega RPG. When
It is. And
Well,
technically it is.
Alex hates to admit it, so it is a Sega RPG.
It's
Right.
made by Atlas. They own it.
Oh, I love when you bring that up, boy. So, say that.
It's the truth.
I was like, it's Sega to make Persona. Alice did.
Sega didn't
So
make that shit.
yeah,
Just say-
Alice is the one that made
You
the
see
Sega.
the passion? You see the passion in Alex's
I never
face?
said that nobody's in
Hey, y'all heard what Alex
I'm
said?
saying though, like, it's still their game.
The way Alex said that a while ago, he's like, "Sega didn't make that shit." Like, you sound so angry, man. What the- So mad.
Sega's not getting a free praise.
Sega had a very good RPG series called Phantasy Star. So
Yeah, it's good.
It's not like
That's good.
they weren't making great RPGs before they were, but that was old.
I'm
They made
actually,
a Sonic RPG.
oh boy. You know what? That way, actually, that's not a bad idea. A Sonic RPG.
Wait, they got a Sonic RPG called Sonic Chronicles.
Is that real?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, obviously
Yeah.
it's trash. It's Sega, but like I guess it's
Oh
actually.
Jesus!
No, I really think
Like,
I really think a Sonic RPG can work. I think it can.
But it
What about
doesn't
Sonic and Mario RPG?
work.
Sonic and
What about
Mario.
Mario and Sonic
a 3D
RPG?
Sonic game could work too, but it ain't
Sonic can
can't get that
barely.
shit
Yeah,
work.
they can barely make a good Sonic game at this point.
bad. That's pretty bad.
Did
Man,
again,
what Sega needs to do is work on 3D Sonic games. Then we can talk about art.
Hey, how did we get on
RPG.
talking about bad about Sega? How did we get here?
that's a good question, man. I was talking about how great Persona was, the series, and then we got to the Sega talk.
You were the one who started talking about Sega
What?
RPGs.
I was just, oh gosh, I was just, no. I was saying how great. I said that Persona is probably the greatest RPG ever, JRPG, and that's when we got
Yeah, then
on
you
the
said
comparisons.
and you said it's better than any Sega RPG.
Panzer,
Yeah, that's what
Panzer
you said.
Saga is
No.
better than Final
I said Final Fantasy
Yo.
first. Didn't I?
Excuse me, but Panzer Dragoon Saga is better than Final Fantasy VII. I'll take you.
I never
On
played
with
that.
that
I'm not gonna lie. I never played it before. I hadn't played it before. I'm
You
excited
ever
to play it. No,
you ever played Saga yet?
No, not yet. Man, I'm still, dude. I got a big old backlog, dude. It took me 2 weeks to finish Persona 4. like nonstop. Like wake up in the morning, I play it. You know, in the evening, I play it. I missed a podcast just to play it last week. For real.
RPGs, man. They take up time.
Long day.
What do you want, son? Oh my gosh.
That's why I don't play more because it's so much. It was time consuming.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
I barely touch RPGs now. They just take too much time.
All right, go to Big Brother. Damn, how did we get on this topic? We was talking about anti-consumer practices.
I don't know. I started talking about Persona for some reason.
Hey, it's awesome. It's awesome.
And we got the
It's awesome. Alex, did you get back on it? Persona 4? Did you get back on it?
No, not yet. I'm not playing much right now. I'm just like chilling, watching TV instead.
There's a lot of great shows on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably chill.
I watched The Boys season 2, the first 3 episodes. That was awesome.
Awesome.
Very awesome.
Oh, HBO Max got a sale going on. I think it's like $11.99 for the first 12 months now. They got a sale going on. If y'all try that out.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. 'Cause I just got it last week. Now I'm paying $15.99. I'm about to cancel it. I'm gonna have my wife put in her name for real.
I get another discount.
Yeah, I paid that because I transitioned over from cable,
Mm-hmm.
so they gave me a discount to start HBO Max because they didn't want to lose me. I was like, "You're not gonna lose me, but I ain't gonna tell you that. Just give me that discount."
I got the if you got Spectrum, I got the I hate when they be like, you know, in order for you to get this channel, you gotta get this package. I'm like, I don't watch
I don't like
now
that.
one of them goddamn channels in that package. Well, they like, okay, I got another deal for you. So they say, okay, you pick 10 of your favorite channels, you know, then you get to pay this price. So I basically picked 10 of the channels that I watch. Matter of fact, I don't even really watch 10 of those channels. I'm just picking. I probably watch maybe 2 or 3 of them. That tells you that I don't really watch cable like that. So basically, I think I'm for the internet and the 10 channels plus the local channels as well. I think I'm paying like about $120 a month or $120 a month. That's including cloud DVR and including the on demand. One thing I like about Spectrum's on demand. You only get like maybe 1 or 2 commercials, that's like maybe 15 seconds to 30 seconds, and that's it. If you ever tried that, remember, y'all know that other subscription service called Fubo? Fubo? It's kind of like a streaming cable, Fubo. Not Fubu, not the clothing brand, Fubo.
Nah, I don't know that.
Okay, we had that. They got a good amount of channels. The problem is, if you try to watch the on-demand stuff, you probably get about 10 minutes of commercials. Like, I'm like, what the hell? We in the middle, we get in the middle of a show, and all of a sudden we get like about 5 minutes of ads. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't want this crap. I'm like, I'm better off recording this mess instead of this on demand. So I got rid of that crap. Hell no. But anyway, what about the anti-consumer practices? And that's really the main topic of this video.
Well, what? Let's start with Sony. So what is it with Sony? Because I don't really even.
The whole, in order to pre-order, there's like it's basically like a lottery. Yeah, I think you got to sign up for it, and if you win a drawing, then you get pre-order. So basically, you get the win. When you win something, you don't win nothing. You got to pay them. You don't win shit. They win at the end of the day.
Wow.
This is marketing genius. Man. Now everyone's talking about
That is
Max,
anti-consumer.
Can I get a PlayStation?
Dude,
That's amazing.
I'm surprised Nintendo didn't come up with that first.
Oh no! Hold on. They were doing that for Switch in Japan.
Oh,
They were already doing that for Switch in Japan.
Yeah, they were. But
then again, that's a totally that's a totally different market. That market, is handheld. That's a handheld market. That's probably why it was sparse, because it was so.
Sony's way of doing that. Sony's way of doing this is genius. You want to know why? Because the way they word it, they said only the biggest PlayStation fans are going to get a PS5. Because they said they're basing it off your trophies and how much you play PlayStation. Those are the people that are going to get the PlayStation.
Are you serious? That's I
they're
don't
making it seem like they're trying to avoid scalpers and people that are just trying to buy it to not actually play it. They're just going after the real gamers. Like, Sony is very smart, man.
When did you hear this? I want to find this out.
In their blog, they said like how they're going to choose is like based on your PlayStation activity.
Are you serious? Wow.
It's
That's
insane.
crazy.
It's It's amazing. They made themselves out to be a good guy by doing this.
Huh. I don't even know what to say about that. Like,
Infuriating.
I spent a good
Infuriating.
chunk of playing PlayStation this generation.
And I'm not gonna hate on the game, man. That is some smart
But
ass marketing.
I don't even know. I still say it's anti-consumer, man. If you don't got enough pre-order, enough stock for people to pre-order, then you might as well just go ahead and delay it. It's not even fair.
Delayed it just for next year.
Delay it. Just delay the shit. That way,
Delaying it.
that way, honestly, I think Microsoft should delay theirs. About time, Halo is finished.
Well, they should delay it because they don't have any.
They don't have no games, so they might
need
as
to-
well.
I would
Yeah,
rather.
like, there's no reason PlayStation should delay their console, even if they don't have like 2 million units ready at launch. Like, who cares?
Like, this isn't anything new. Like, we've had plenty of launches in the past where they don't have a whole lot of stock. I can remember N64. I can remember GameCube, PS1. Like, I remember a lot of where they only had. Oh, we only have 5,000 units for the rest of this year. That happens all the time.
Like the report I saw, I don't know if it's true or whatever, but there's
Let's say
apparently,
500,000.
like
Mhm.
yeah, I heard they got like 900,000 PS5s ready, which is fairly close to what they sold. The
Yeah,
PS4
that'll be
launch.
gone in no
That'll
time.
be gone in the first day. Because remember,
Yeah.
on the first day of Xbox and PS4, they both sold 1 million on the first day.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's nothing. They know they need more than that, but
Yeah,
that's what happens at launch.
That'll
They don't have
at least
enough
cover
stock.
their launch.
Yeah, remember I tried to get a PS4 I think the second week after lunch, and I couldn't find none nowhere. It was sold out. So I settled for the Xbox One. Surprisingly.
I waited in line. Me and my boy waited in line for our PS3s
Oh really?
for like days.
What?
They didn't have a whole lot. There people would drive up and be like, "Yo, man, you want to sell that PS? You want to sell your spot in the line? You want to sell your PS3?" No, we did.
That is crazy.
I wish I'd have done that
you
now,
wait
but-
that long in line to pay $600 for a console. That is crazy.
Yeah. Well, we got caught up in the event, the moment. It wasn't just
The hype.
we're buying a PS3. It was camaraderie. It's gamer camaraderie stuff. It was culture, gaming culture
Yeah.
stuff.
This time the lineups will all be digital, so that's not quite
Right.
So, well, I'm still excited about the Ratchet and Clank will be a launch window game. I'm excited, and the Spider-Man, so I'm hyped for it.
That's pretty sweet that it's launch window. Like that's a reason I'll go buy.
Hey,
PS5.
stop, Desmond,
That game
stop,
looks
stop.
amazing.
So if they actually go and buy your activity, then I think I might be in the clear because I think 900 trophies. I'm all right. That's how many trophies
You better sign up for their little events and try to get one.
So what? I gotta go on their website or something.
I believe so.
Only for the cockiest of the cockroaches.
Well, I'm not hardcore into it. I played a good chunk this generation. I played a good chunk. That's not bad for one generation. About
If
900
you don't
trophies.
get it, that means you weren't Sony enough to get one. That's all.
Oh Jesus Christ! I still think that's
You was Sony enough.
I still think that's anti-consumer practices. I still think so. You wanna go to Big Brother? Go to Big Brother. Okay.
It's bad, but it ain't the worst.
It's not that bad. I think it's just good more.
Desmond, God dang it! Hold on. Ah! Come on, Desmond.
Daddy problems.
Come on. Sure.
Real kids tell them you better secure that 5.
I heard that.
What's more anti-consumer is not giving your customers a price point to work towards
I know.
for your launch.
Yeah, it's cutting it pretty close. But the Switch did the same thing too, right? They didn't announce the price till about 2 months before the console launched.
Yeah.
So like this isn't completely out of.
No, it's not completely out.
It's not completely unusual, but like it still sucks to have.
But then again,
December.
when they showed that event, that Switch event, it was like late 2016, I believe. It was like either
No, the event was
No.
2017. It was
No,
January.
yeah.
No.
January, yeah.
It was January. Oh wow, that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they like first finally showed us what the Switch is. And
I remember because I was on the damn cruise.
Oh, really?
And, like I couldn't watch it with my Caribbean internet.
Oh boy.
So
What do you want, baby? Huh? You want the soda, don't you?
I was trying to use my, my minutes because they got minutes, that you have to use.
Yeah.
I'm on the boat like buffering my ass off trying to watch this event.
Hold on, let me
like
give it. Hold on, I'll be
at
back.
this point, like I wouldn't even be surprised if they waited till like a couple weeks before, because like they're pretty content on playing chicken with the price. It seems like, like honestly, like Sony really like. I know this sounds bad, but they really don't have anything to worry about with the Xbox. Like,
Yeah.
Well, they're acting like they're worried. I don't know why.
I know.
but-
I honestly don't know why they're worried. Like, it doesn't matter that their console's weaker. They have the better launch lineup of software. That's just a fact. Now
Exactly.
that Halo's gone. So I don't know
Like,
what they're
PlayStation-
worried about. Like, so I guess
They
they
have
just
the smug ass fan base.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the PlayStation's gonna outsell the Xbox
They
anyway.
have all
so
the
what's
momentum
point?
in the world. They've already killed off the momentum of the Xbox. Like, just announce your price already. Like they'll announce it when they're ready. It's weird that they're not ready yet.
Right now, both of them playing. You go.
So, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
things
But
are
right now, both.
different. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
right. I was gonna say right now, both of them playing. You go first game. No, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. You go first.
And Microsoft's in a weirder position because like they still need to announce the Series S too, which
Mhm.
we
Yeah,
all
they still haven't done that.
they still
I
haven't
think
done
that-
it, and we all know it's real because there's
Yeah.
controllers for it out in the wild that you could go buy. It's not a secret
Mm-hmm.
anymore, but they still haven't announced it, and that's supposed to be the cheaper console. So at this point, they're gonna have to announce both prices at the same time.
Well, Sony did that, or not? But they didn't announce the price, but they announced the
They announced the
console.
two models, yeah, but like
Right.
they've already announced their cheaper model without the disc, and we still haven't seen the Xbox One S yet.
Yeah,
Didn't they supposed to have an
It's
event?
undeniable that it's real.
I thought they were supposed to have it in the event in August. Remember the event in July?
They
You
were
know,
supposed to have an event in August, but apparently it got pushed to September. So we
Yo,
don't
oh,
know
it's
the dates.
September. Was it? I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. Because after that event they had in July, they claiming that they had more to show with their other, partners, their other developers. Cause it was like I think 3 or 4 of them.
The only team we're waiting to see from is the Initiative.
No, there was more. It
Apparently.
was more that didn't show. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them didn't show their games. And I think the August event was
Yeah,
supposed to be though.
there's like 3 studios in it. So.
Yeah,
Hopefully
something like
One
that.
of them is, hopefully one of them's a launch title, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. That's why I think that they need to delay the consoles. That's what I'm thinking. Well, at least Xbox. I'm not sure about PlayStation. What?
No, I'm just gonna say I know the thing about playing up your advantages and whatnot. Launches. Well, when the narrative, I understand the narrative. Xbox has, they have to overperform. They can't just be on par with Sony. They have to overperform because of how they've done this past generation. I get that, but my thing is like, maybe I've said this before, but it's like, how many Sony consoles launched with a killer app? None.
I don't.
Nah, it
None of
was.
They have the. Unfortunately, they're lucky enough they don't need to.
Did they
What
launch with
what game? What
Killzone?
game said, "Oh man, I gotta get a PS whatever right now"?
Ain't Killzone?
PS4, like if you guys remember, PS4 had one of the worst launch lineups of all time.
One of the worst.
if not the worst, in my opinion.
And I got a
PS5
question.
Actually, if they can have Ratchet and Clank and that Spider-Man game and launch
That'd be
both of
good.
those, that's a really good launch.
Didn't
Yeah, and what did the Switch
Killzone
launch with?
series? Ain't
That
that?
had Zelda and that
Zelda, and it's still and look at it. So
Huh.
I think that whole you gotta have a killer app
Well,
yeah. If you were Atari versus Nintendo, you had to have a killer app.
but
But
wouldn't?
we're
go
way
ahead.
past that now.
So I got a question. Wasn't Killzone considered a good IP back in the PS3 days? Because I hadn't played Killzone. I just heard it was good. It's just
Just Sony fanboys.
it's just Killzone. Shadowfall wasn't all that great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was a killer app. If you
But
want to
even
go,
Killzone, it ain't that game.
Yeah.
Like people like it.
I would not put Killzone in the same tier as like a Ratchet and Clank or Spider-Man.
No.
Yeah. Like if it
Killzone was alright, but-
if it was Horizon launching alongside
Now
PS4,
Horizon, that's a killer app. That's a
killer app.
yeah.
Yeah, but not Killzone.
hmm.
Especially if you're comparing it to something like Halo, like that, it's night and day.
Well, either way it goes, since
Yeah,
the
come on.
since the PS4 launch window wasn't all that great with the games, they still was selling like crazy. So I don't.
Yeah, the PS4 was still selling with
Yeah.
no
Halo,
game.
like we all know they only sold because of how bad Microsoft fumbled. Like,
Yeah,
otherwise
Microsoft fumbled and Nintendo fumbled, so they
they both fumbled really badly,
Mhm.
and that led to PS4 dominating. Like if they had launched and Xbox didn't mess up their marketing, and the Wii was whatever a little more popular,
the
then
Wii
PS4
U needed a killer app. That was one console I will say needed a killer app because you're putting this controller out there and you have nothing really compelling
to explain
sell
why
it.
you need it. Yeah. But yeah,
So-
PS4 was helped a lot by the fumbling of both Microsoft and Nintendo. That launch lineup would not have been okay if Microsoft actually made a console that people wanted.
Not even.
Same thing with Nintendo.
I still, honestly, I think the Series X is probably the best console ever. I'm not saying based on their exclusive. I'm talking about what it offers.
Hardware, obviously.
The hardware is not only it's the most powerful console, but I'm talking about what's underneath that hood, what the what features that it offers. Like I understand, like a lot of people is excited about it, but as far as their killer app, Halo, that's why I think that it will be a mistake to launch it without Halo. I think it's a mistake, especially with the bad rep that they had with the Xbox One.
Halo has been a killer app since
The
2007.
problem, though, real is they cannot afford to let Sony be out there on their own.
But
You
when
can't let the
when you
PS5 launch and then wait a year to launch.
That's
it.
but
true.
when you say
not
afford,
bad.
then I don't understand if Microsoft is the richest company in the world. How they can't afford it? They can
Not
take.
that. I mean, like, if they want to be considered a competitive console, they have to launch around the same time. Because
Yeah, he meant market wise as far
I
as
meant
Well,
market-wise, because like
So no, I understand what you're saying, but in that case, if they're trying to compete with Sony, then why not? Why they still doing the Game Pass? If you want to compete with Sony, make everybody buy everything physical.
Game Pass is their killer app.
that's their killer app.
Yeah.
But
Nobody
still,
else offers a service like Game Pass. If you
but
want
still,
Game
they're
Pass,
they're
you
going
have
their
to-
they're going their own separate direction. That's what I'm saying. Nintendo went their separate direction. They don't care about the specs. They still doing what they're doing. We'll get to them in a few. Sony, they still want to compete with everybody. They want to be the rah-rah. They want to be like, we sold this many amounts of consoles, this and that, and this and that. Our first-party game sells really good. This, I don't care. Fuck all of y'all, this and that. And Microsoft be like, okay, I got Game Pass, hundreds of games, pay $15 a month. Good. But if you're talking about competing on the same level, then maybe Game Pass either need to leave or Sony need to come out with their own type of Game Pass to be on even ground. That's what I'm saying.
Sony doesn't care about Game Pass.
That's
Sony
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
need Game Pass. Sony's games sell on their own.
That's what I'm saying. Then Microsoft is still going their own direction. So I don't really see them competing with Sony. Like everybody is different. It's like
The problem is, like, as much as they like to pretend they don't care if you buy their Xbox, they obviously fucking care. They
They wouldn't make it if they didn't
$millions.
care.
Yeah, they wouldn't be making. They wouldn't have spent millions of dollars on research and development,
Yeah.
making it the strongest console if they didn't care.
that's
So
true.
that's why they're not going to delay it, because they cannot let Sony have a 1-year head start and be the only new console on the market.
Yeah.
The Switch is 3 years old now. It's not new anymore. Like Sony is, if Sony's
Well, it's
alone,
new- it's new
selling
to
the
people.
PS5 by themselves, they're going to be so far ahead that Xbox would do worse in the next generation than they did this time.
I don't know, man. Like the
Yeah,
Xbox fan in me, the Halo fan in me. I don't know, man. I honestly think if they wait, good things happen when you wait. And if Halo be exactly what we think it's gonna be, after the delay, after they done fixed everything the way we want, I still think it will sell a lot more. If it's that Bungie type of Halo.
Nothing's stopping Halo from selling though.
Ah,
It's still when it
Well-
comes out, whenever it comes out, it's
Well-
gonna sell. And the
Yeah.
best thing is that you're gonna have an install base to sell it to.
So why exactly the Xbox One did not? I won't say they failed as far as console sales go, because they still sold over like around 50 million. That's still not bad, but compared to Xbox 360, it is a failure if you want to go by the comparison, with the last gen. But I'm saying the fact that it's the stigma of the Xbox One that is still haunting the Xbox brand right now. And the way they started last generation, we don't want the same this generation. That's why I'm saying, my opinion, I want them to launch with a killer app to be like, okay, we back. Okay, we're not gonna make the same mistake. We got the most powerful console. You get to play all your Xbox One, original Xbox 360, all 4K, 60 frames. I want them to come out and they bang. That's basically where I'm coming from. If they wait.
I don't know why they had to wait though to do that. They're already doing it.
No. I'm talking about launching with the killer app. But launching with a killer app like Halo.
He wants them to delay it and launch with Halo because it will help the sales.
Because like obviously we know that it's superior than the PS5, the console itself. And if you come out with a
something.
Yeah, but
well, not exclusives. Yes, I know.
No, I mean like even hardware wise, like Sony has a better SSD, which
You're talking about the CPU.
that just doesn't make business sense.
Yeah.
Like to
They have
like
different
Alex is saying, let Sony have free reign for 6 months to a year. Like that's not smart. That's like you don't want to do that.
you don't
It's
wanna
like
do that.
you
You're
will
playing-
literally be behind. You're worried about being behind.
Exactly. We'll be playing catch up the entire generation.
It's one thing to not have the that game at launch or whatever, but it's another not to even be at launch. While Sony's getting all the attention, you can't let them do that.
Because that
gotta-
Halo game is minimum 6 months out. Probably
Minimum, yeah.
It's probably a year.
I'm thinking a year, but yeah,
I'm thinking a year. Holiday 2021. But
yep.
they can't let
The only
You
game,
can't sit around for that
the
long.
only game that I know that's supposed to be launching in the launch window is Medium. That's a game that I'm interested in. It's a,
Yeah,
it's
Medium.
a survival
As
horror
a-
game, huh?
As a Sega fanboy, you should know that. You should know you don't let Sony go out there and buy on their own.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
in '95,
I remember.
The N64 didn't come out. It was supposed to come out that year, but they got delayed until '96.
Yeah.
So and so you had the Saturn coming out. They were already out in Japan, PS1 and Saturn, but Sega was afraid. They knew that they didn't try to get a leg up on Sony, they'd be screwed. So they launched early, which was bad. It was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Pissed off retailers, but they launched early. They had like what I want to say 500,000 head start on Sony. Sony took that 500 head start in a few weeks and got rid of it in a few weeks. So you can't do that. You can't let, because Sony's going to sell. They're going to sell,
They always do.
regardless of having a killer app or not.
They're
They-
worst
they-
selling
from day
they're
one,
worst
they've
selling
done it.
consoles, 80 million. Worst selling.
Yeah. And that was considered a failure because the DS was
the
150
Wii.
million strong. So
Yeah.
The DS was 150. The Wii was 100 million. Like, yeah, like stuff like that. When these
can't let
companies
Sony sit around and just do what they want.
when these companies
year.
do so
Like,
good,
even more recently, like the PS4 and Xbox One launched a year earlier because they were worried about Nintendo having
Right.
a whole year by themselves.
In hindsight,
In hindsight, they
So-
could have waited. Let's be real. But like,
So,
but, like,
I
that's
guess,
what happens. You don't
like-
wanna
But they-
have your competitor
but
be
they were
on-
right to be worried because the Wii did so well.
Exactly.
They were trying to play catch up with
they
the
would have
Wii.
been they would have been stupid not to worry.
mhm.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Like, I guess
It just turned
coming
out
from
that they didn't need to worry.
I guess coming from me, I feel that, even though people don't want to admit it, I think Microsoft is still trying to go a different direction than Sony. Because, of course, they're about to cross-play with everybody. They don't mind putting their games on other platforms, the whole Game Pass. It's basically, they're not doing the traditional way anymore. They're doing the cloud services.
it doesn't work.
And we know for a fact that Sony, they're still trying to do the traditional way, and Nintendo is going their own way with the portable, and they still doing their thing, and that. So that's why I understand exactly what y'all guys saying. They shouldn't wait that long, but like I hate
Like,
to.
even if they only sell half of what Sony's
Well,
selling,
it's-
that's a win.
If I hate to
In a year.
spend $600. If it's $600, I would freaking hate to spend that much money out of my pocket and not get a killer app with that. That's just a consumer in me. I hate to do that. So to spend $600, if it's $600, just to play old games or media.
Hi,
What?
my name is T, and I bought a $600 PlayStation 3 at launch. There was no killer apps. There was not one.
Hey,
And it didn't matter. Because I bought it.
we lost Jalen.
I bought it for the same reason I'm buying an Xbox One at
Yeah.
Series X at launch.
No, I understand
I can
why.
bring all my stuff over.
You have a reason.
All my previous things, I can bring them over and play it on my new console.
Mhm.
And better than the PS3, my Xbox will enhance those games, those old games that I played before. So I'm practically, it makes sense. You know, you have a Xbox One X. I don't. I have the standard day one VCR Xbox One. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting a nice little bump in
Yeah,
visuals for a lot of stuff.
I got a bunch of 360 and original Xbox games in my digital backlog. So I want that. I want them games to get enhanced.
Yeah. That's why the PS4 doesn't interest me at launch, because I can't bring all my stuff over, and there's nothing, overly compelling for me to buy.
Yeah.
So what about the games that you bought digitally? You should be able to play it on your PS5, right?
That's a question we don't even know the answer to yet.
I know you can with the PS4. You should, right?
Well,
The-
from
the-
what they've said, like most PS4 games will work on PS5 automatically.
I need to know what that means. I need to know exactly what that means.
That's
before
still not
I
a
pay.
guarantee, though. But I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't know, man. First of all, video games are expensive in the first place, but to be this close to the launch window of the new consoles, we still don't know nothing. I still consider that as anti-consumer. That's just my opinion. Personally, some people, think the same way. But
Not having backwards compatibility?
huh?
What's anti-consumer? Them not having backwards?
No.
compatibility?
I'm not saying that. Well, some people might think that way, but I'm talking about as far as the pricing goes, them being tight-lipped. Like we don't know. We going through this COVID situation. Not a lot of people they're either they're not going to have the funds, or it might be too late whenever they actually do announce the price because they have to pay a bill, they got to pay rent, this and that. They're not giving us any options. They're not giving us no feedback on what the hell is going on. Like me, I like to pre-order my stuff early so I can actually scratch up enough money to get it done. That's basically where I'm coming from. And a lot of people that's scratching with money.
You have an idea about the range. Like for me, I put aside $550, and if I have to add to that,
we have a general idea of
Yeah.
where the price will land.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere 500 to 600 ish. It's not going to be way more than that.
no.
So just put your money aside.
I still think
We're more savvy these days. It's
Yeah.
not like back in the day. So most people have a range idea at least.
I still think it's a missed opportunity that they're still not doing backwards compatible with the PS4 and PS3, 2, and original. I still think that's a missed opportunity. Because I would like to keep 1 to 2 consoles in my TV stand. Now I got to keep my PS4 right by my PS5, but I can actually put up my One X. The box right behind me that y'all see, my Xbox One box. I could put my One X back in my box because I don't need it no more because I got my Series X.
Far be it from me to stand for Sony, but let's look at it this way. If there was money for Sony to be made in doing this, they would do it. Like they've already come out and said most of their PlayStation users they want it, but they don't.
Ran a survey.
Yeah, they ran a survey. Most of the people that have PlayStation don't seem to care about backwards compatibility by their own numbers.
I wasn't part of that survey. Shit.
That's great, but a lot of other people.
You wouldn't have made much difference. if you were one of the people that wanted it, you wouldn't have made much difference on that survey. You're just one person.
It just seems like most people don't care, or they say they care and don't actually use it.
Yeah.
I like backwards compatibility, man. It sucks. They used to do backwards compatibility.
Personally, I would prefer they have it there. Obviously, who doesn't want it?
Well,
But
I like it for the
Fair
fact
enough.
that it's super pro-consumer because now you can't be selling me old shit, and try to upcharge me.
Yeah, unless
I already
they're,
have it, and I get the
remastering.
Yeah, that's why
Right.
I basically give a big thumbs up to Microsoft because they said the same shit. You buy a game on on Xbox One, there's no need to upgrade. You're gonna upgrade, but there's no need to pay again. And they did. I think they started with this Cyberpunk, and they said the same shit. Ain't no need to pay money to upgrade. It's free. And
they should cut a commercial like that. The way, remember how Sony did the commercial, or not it was commercial, but the little skit with Yoshida, and it's like, this is how you play used games on your PS3 or PS4.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They should do that with the Xbox. You want to play legacy title? This is how you play legacy titles on your Xbox.
Well, that was a big troll
Free
move.
of charge for the upgrade. Something like that, and be ruthless. They're too soft.
Yeah, that's the problem. Phil Spencer is too soft. He's that kumbaya type.
Phil, you're too soft, Phil.
He's too soft.
You gotta get like Sega.
That's
Sega.
actually-
You would never do that.
When Sega came to America, when Sega of America, when the guy, he was like, "I'm gonna get ruthless with Nintendo, guys." I hope you were fine with that, because Sega Japan wanted nothing to do with that. It was the American guys that was like, "We're gonna show what Nintendo don't. We're gonna have Sonic running around all fast. We're gonna show Mario running around all slow. We're gonna be the cool kids, and we're gonna make them look like your grandparents."
It worked because at
it
the
worked.
end of that
They beat
generation,
Nintendo in North America.
yeah.
So that's what they have to do. They have to get ruthless and stop doing all this kumbaya shit.
That's the problem. That's probably what had Zaire and Crap Gamer to go fully PS4 because they got tired of that shit. They got tired of it.
Yeah.
And now Crap Gamer, he's making videos with thumbnails. PS5 just completely, destroyed the Xbox Series X. That's his thumbnail every time. Every time. It's they got destroyed. It's over. His thumbnail is so freaking. It's so clickbaity. It's over.
It started with Kinect, though. That's when they started getting soft. That damn Kinect made them soft.
Yeah.
They started trying
that's remind me of Rated D.
and they got real soft.
Mm-hmm. So okay, I guess we talked about the Xbox, PS5, Nintendo. Oh, there they go. Look at Alex. It's time to get up out of here.
All right, y'all. I gotta head out. I'll catch y'all later. I gotta head out.
Boy, if it was just me and T, boy, I'm gonna have the Vegeta music on the whole entire time we talking. We both gonna have the Super Saiyan costumes and everything.
Hey, real. Don't forget to say slap yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna try to go eat. Oh, you will say that. I remember that. When did I do that? That was so old. What video was that? What video was that when I said that? When I did that rant video, I was like, slap yourself.
Was that you, or I thought that was
That was me. I did that alone. That was me. I remember.
I think he said it. I think he said it in two videos.
Was
one when he was going off of Nintendo fanboys back in like 2014, and in 2015 when Nintendo delayed Zelda.
Man, that is so old. I can't believe you remembered that. That was funny as hell though. Slap yourself.
He had a,
and I'm not actually
slapping sound effects.
Yeah, I had the slapping sound effects.
Yeah, with the sound effects. Slap yourself.
Oh, motherfucker!
Damn, you got a good memory, man. I'm getting old. Okay, so with Nintendo, okay, let's try to go easy on Nintendo since the fanboys here, Mr. Alex, how the freak you say your last name?
Whoa, what you trying to say, bro?
He has a name that you can't pronounce. God dang.
Who now?
You whatever. You know what, I'm not gonna give you a government name on
Yeah, why the hell he doing it?
Anyway, so okay. This is why people say that it's when supporting a company that did so well one generation, they did so good that they left the competition. It's like they don't have no competition, and basically the sales of the Switch, it's going to surpass 100 million. I say probably within the next 1 to 2 years. That's how fast it's selling. It's been out for about 3 years now, 3.5 years. So, you would think that with the mistakes of the Wii U, we will get a lot more games. Yes, we are getting games, but it's not at the pace that we were getting because, when you merge two different divisions, the handheld and the console division, you will you would think that we would get more than one, quote unquote, handheld game like the Zelda, what's the name, Link's Awakening. You would
hold
think.
on now. It's not just Link's Awakening. You got Fire Emblem, Three Houses. You have Link's Awakening, like you said.
Yeah.
You also have
Pokemon.
Pokemon, but you also have Animal Crossing. That's a that was
no. Those are Animal Crossing on the Wii. Those are Animal Crossing on the Wii.
Yeah, but Animal Crossing is known at this point. Even I had to admit it. It's known as a handheld game.
Mostly a
because
handheld
of
game now. Yeah.
DS and because of New Leaf. Most people, played those games.
Well, it's
over
not
the console game.
It's not new to a console. Like Pokemon is new. Like the traditional
The main
Pokemon.
line.
I'm talking about the team.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Well, I'm talking about like when you merge both divisions together.
Yeah, I know you're coming.
You would think that like 1 month you'll get like a brand new Zelda game or a brand new Mario game, and the next month you'll get like a brand new Fire Emblem game or a brand new like a Samus Return type of game. That's what I was thinking, because we was thinking the same thing. Okay, they merged both of them together. Maybe we'll get more games at a timely manner, because when the Wii U was out, okay, there was like a new 3DS game just about every freaking month, and the Wii U game we get maybe every 3 to 4 months. So I was like, okay,
Yeah, but they weren't from Nintendo though. They weren't from Nintendo.
No. You got you got some Nintendo games as well too, like the what's the Bowser
got
story?
some.
The Bowser story.
You talking about one a month? That didn't happen.
Well, then again, but like I was saying that I'm just saying the pacing of games in general, whether it was third party games or whether it was first party games, it was a lot more coming at that time. But from what I'm seeing now, they slowed down because of the popularity of the Nintendo Switch. Of course, we basically got the whole entire Wii U catalog on the Switch, and we knew for a fact 3D World was coming out. The only one that I know that's still on the Wii U is Xenoblade Chronicles X, Star Fox Zero. I think that's it.
They can keep that.
So
Both
basically,
of those might stay on Wii U.
I think it's gonna stay on there because it wasn't.
Star Fox Zero certainly will stay on Wii U.
Star Fox Zero requires the Game Pass.
I think Xenoblade Chronicles X is gonna probably come over because of the popularity of
That could
Xenoblade.
definitely come over, but apparently, like the guy who makes the games, they don't want to do it. So I don't know
Oh,
if that's
really?
gonna happen.
So
Yeah, I don't think it's coming.
Pretty much.
So like it's just my opinion. Like the Switch started off good. It did. The first year was honest. It was awesome with the Mario, the Zelda, Splatoon 2, Orms if you into that. What else came out that year?
2017 was unmatched.
Yeah, it was unmatched. They started off great and they ended great.
Best first year of any console.
And I felt that the third year was the worst. The second year was okay, wasn't as good as the first year, but still Astro Chain came out. Last year, Pokemon came out. Of course, some more.
3.
Yeah, Luigi Mansion 3. It was okay. It was a decent year. I can't fault 20.
Super Mario Maker 2. You can't forget about
Mario
that.
Maker 2.
So, but if you want to go to this year, like T said last podcast, remember Animal Crossing was supposed to come out last year, and
I want to touch on that a little bit more because it's like, all right, Animal Crossing was supposed to come out last year, right? If that game, if everything was on schedule and it did come out last year, what was the plan? Because the pandemic didn't really hit us until March. So what was the plan for the first half of the year?
So even though if Animal Crossing would have came out last year, people would have been like, okay, the second year was just as good as the first year because of Animal Crossing. Let's just be real.
Right.
But skip to 2020, like we got Xenoblade Chronicles a port. We got Pikmin 3 coming out in a few weeks.
A remake, man. What are you talking about? People were getting upset about it.
They did add like a sizable amount of new content.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the game itself. People were upset about or trying to argue that it was a remaster or a remake, not a remaster. I'm like, you clearly haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles before if you think this is a remake.
And 3D World, you would think 3D World would have came out this year because I still don't consider it as been a big title.
I think it was supposed to be the holiday game, man. I'm pretty sure that got pushed to February.
Yeah, definitely.
But we still ain't
I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
This confirms it for me as far as 3D World is supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, it's definitely supposed to.
The 3D 3 remat. What is it called? The 3D All Stars collection.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to announce that at E3. There was supposed to be like a big Mario celebration at E3.
Yeah.
So you had like really cool. You know how Nintendo really does it up with their
the stage.
Yeah, their staging and all that stuff looks great. That's what was supposed to happen at E3. So if you look at it, it would have made more sense for them to say, "Oh, well, this is only going to be limited for what is it going to be 6 months or something at the time." So it would have made more sense if you think, "Oh, this is going to be limited through the holiday," because that's what would have happened. So that got pushed until what, March of next year? When is it supposed to be?
March
It's March something, but
it's
right.
end of
So it was supposed to be out by now. Like I think the 3D All Stars collection was probably supposed to come out at E3 or right around E3. So that way, you can get it through the end of the year digitally and physically. After that, it's gone. That would have made more sense than what they're doing, having to push it into next year. That shows that it obviously got pushed by the pandemic and whatnot.
So in that case, if that got pushed, then what would be the killer app for?
Because you know what?
Huh?
It's not the first time this has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Mario All Stars on Wii also was limited.
Yep, I got that one right there.
So it wasn't. Yeah, this isn't anything strange or new. I don't have a problem with that. I actually don't. It just seems weird because of the timing and how it's getting pushed into next year. That's not even close to being my problem with this situation. So go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, you good. All I'm saying is the fact that if 3D World is pushed to spring of next year, and the 3D All Stars coming out basically next Friday or something like that, next week.
Yeah, 3D World was certainly supposed to be this year.
What is going to be the holiday title this year? Because if you just look at how Nintendo is pacing things, it's not like that they're not making games. It's just they're not making announcements until the last second. Like that's just how it's been. Like with the mini directs and the surprise announcement.
They're not making new games either.
What? No. The Paper Mario. Paper Mario.
Just get a new Paper Mario.
Paper Mario. That was a new one.
We got Paper Mario, and we got but I'm saying in the scheme of things, that's not a whole lot.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's just a weird timing how Nintendo is coming about.
Their timing's all over the place. It's really
so from what I'm looking at,
3D World was definitely supposed to be the holiday game. I don't think they have.
It was supposed to be the holiday game.
I still think there's going to be a new game that we don't know about, a first party game.
Don't you have a problem with that? That 3D World was supposed to be the holiday game? Are you kidding?
Wait a minute.
Well, I look at it this way: like, unless they're dropping Zelda this year, nothing they have for this holiday is gonna derail PS5 and Xbox. Having a Wii U port as your holiday game is kind of whatever. Just throw something out as a bonus.
If the 3D collection is supposed to be a holiday game,
as far as competition, I'm just talking about as for Nintendo fans, that is your holiday game for us.
I know that sucks.
It was suck badly because like we all played those games before, and just look at we did. Just look at the fact that they're not really a remake game like we got from the Crash trilogy, the Spiral trilogy, and basically both of those trilogies, that was remade cost $40 a piece. Compared to Nintendo, like there's really no remake. It's really like a remastered. And coming from you, I'm about to call you Zaire. T. Coming from you, T. You said that was it Sunshine? No, or Galaxy was already HD in China, in which I did not know.
Yeah, it's already HD
on the Nvidia Shield.
I did not know that until today. That's new to me. So if that port
no work.
If that HD port has been there for years, then what has Nintendo has been planning this whole time? That's what I'm saying. And like I said, I don't really. What really bothered me the most was the limiting of the physical, not only physical but the digital games. Game
Here's my problem. This is old Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
So here you have 3 games completely remastered, remade, not remastered, but remade. These are all remade games to celebrate Mario.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is Mario's 35th celebration. You're going to put out remasters barely of these games. When this should be a big thing. You should be like everybody was expecting. I don't know why, but people after I started seeing the Wii U ports, I was like, no, that's not gonna happen, bro. You think you're gonna get all that? You think you're gonna get a Odyssey engine remaster, a remake of Mario 64? That ain't happening. Like that ain't it, Chief. And that's what that would have made it special when you do something like or going to Sunshine. I have so many issues with Sunshine. If you watch my channel, go into Sunshine and fix those issues with the controls.
Honestly, in order for me to be excited,
the Wind Waker treatment, at least the Wind Waker treatment, right?
Yeah, I like Wind Waker. I like Wind Waker. Like, in order,
they did a great job with the Wind Waker.
Wind Waker HD was like, I don't even want to play Wind Waker anymore in GameCube.
Of course not. The HD version's better.
Yeah, way better. I'm looking at this 3D All-Stars, and I'm like, I'd rather just play the other ones. Like I don't feel a need to.
Did Wind Waker run at 1080 60 on a Wii U?
Yeah,
it did. Oh, it's 30.
I think it's 30, not 60.
So if they re-release at 1080 60, I would buy it again. I love frame rates over resolution, to be honest with you. I love frame rates.
That game will look glorious in 60 frames.
I would love to. I would love to play that in 60 frames. So
my issue with the 3D collection is not so much the price. Like, because go back and buy a copy of Mario 60. What it's going to run you $35 plus.
No, alone costs you almost 60.
Yeah, go back and buy a copy of Sunshine right now. It's going for $70.
Oh man, it's getting crazy in the GameCube market.
It's not the price so much. It's just it was the lassitude.
The lassitude.
Lassitude is my word.
That's a new one. Like
lazy attitude.
No, don't get me wrong.
A celebration that should be a big thing. This is Mario.
I'm surprised.
You put him out there like this.
I'm not gonna lie. I was excited when I saw it. I was excited. I get to play Sunshine and
this should be your 3D collection.
Yes.
All they got at least where's there it is.
They said that
this should be your Mario 3D All Stars right here.
I understand. I understand.
That should be your Mario 3D All Stars.
I understand.
Nintendo's making too much money, giving us $60 DLC, which is what Mario 3D World is, which is what Pikmin 3 Deluxe is. It's $60 DLC for me, especially.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, don't get me wrong. I never played Mario 64 and Sunshine in HD, so it's gonna look better.
Well,
it's gonna
Mario
look better.
64 ain't in HD.
That's what I'm saying.
Kind of, it's in 4:3. Like,
yeah. Well,
that's lame.
4:3, yeah.
I think they announced it's gonna be at 720p on Mario 64.
No, it's at 480p.
Are you serious?
It's
No,
720 by 480.
I could have sworn they said. Are you serious?
It's still because it's not 16:9. It's still.
It's not 60:9.
Oh, you kidding me? I could have sworn.
Sunshine is, but not 60.
Sunshine is.
No, Sunshine and Mario Galaxy are at 1080. Both of them 1080. They already said that. It's just I could have sworn.
But Sunshine is only 30 frames still.
Yes. They didn't change.
Oh, that is lazy. I did not know that.
Lazy. Wow. That's what I'm saying.
I did not know that.
Very lazy.
Had they gone in and made Mario 64, for me, I don't care about Mario 64 being a remake because that game. To me, that game doesn't. The type of game it is, the type of platformer it is, it doesn't lend itself well to a remake with Odyssey graphics. Because I never liked you've seen all those Unreal Engine things.
Mm-hmm.
They never looked right to me for Mario 64.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just beef it up. Do what you did to the Zelda games on 3DS. Do it. Go in and fix some textures and stuff like that. Beef it up that way. You know how Link looks so much better in the Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D. His models look better. Make the models look better. Give us a 16:9. Call it a day on that. But Sunshine needed some work. Like it needed. Because a lot of people know that Sunshine was rushed. It was a rushed game. That's why you have the blue coins
Not a
situation.
complete game.
It just, it feels rushed to me. A lot of people love it. I get it, but it's very polarizing. It's like the Zelda 2 of the Mario franchise.
Oh, what's up, man?
It needed work with the controls and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Now you've been quiet,
it
dog.
needed stuff like it needed tweaks.
I forgot you was
It
here,
needed Wind
Jalen.
Waker tweaks.
Why you ain't say nothing, Jalen? You been here this whole time. Jalen been here this whole time and say shit.
Jalen ain't got the snacks in the background.
Oh, damn.
I was like, "Who is that?" Popped in and was like,
No,
"Yeah, that's
like
cool."
I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not excited. I am excited about the collection, but I'm not excited about the laziness factor that we getting about this collection. It's very lazy.
Yeah.
The
The collection makes sense. I understand that. That's what you should do for your anniversary.
And when it comes to
But it's
Nintendo,
a lazy effort.
when it comes to Nintendo's property, like we know they value their stuff really high, and I'm just so surprised to basically pay $20 a piece on those games. That's basically what it is, $20 a piece.
You go buy Sunshine, like I said, Sunshine costs more than the 3D All Stars collection combined. Like,
So
it costs more to get a used copy of that game. So.
So
the price isn't the problem. The problem with me is that it's lazy. Nintendo should not be this lazy.
It's just not the fact that they lazy about this. It's just the ports, the lack of new games, the lack of they've been out for about 4 years, and we still feel that they're not there. It's like they dependent on third parties and a lot of indies to put games in their systems. And they are putting games in our system, don't get me wrong, but they put in a bunch of old ports. And they might sprinkle maybe
WWE playgrounds.
Yeah. Hell no. Like coming from Nintendo, it's like we get like 1 to 2 games a year, big games coming from Nintendo. Only one big game this year, Animal Crossing. Last year, the big game from Nintendo was Luigi's Mansion. Who else? Do I want to count Astro Chain? No, that's a Platinum Games. What was
exclusive? I kind of count that.
It's an exclusive. Well, yeah. I'm talking about first party wise. I'm talking about Nintendo.
Nintendo owns Astro Chain.
They do. Okay, but I'm talking about. I'm talking about coming from the what you call it. Alex,
I know what you mean.
A, B, C tier games. The
EPD. They don't.
I'm talking about Mario, the Zelda, Star Foxes, and the Donkey Kong. I'm talking about that Nintendo.
Basically, you talk about the in-house Nintendo games.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I want to know what's going on. Like Luigi's Mansion was the only one that we got last year that was from Nintendo itself that we love and know. The year before, do I want to include Pokemon? Yeah, it's always been on Nintendo handheld.
Pokemon came out last year.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon came out last year.
What else came out that year?
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Okay. Fire Emblem. That's
2019.
That's Pokemon. That's
2019 was pretty
Nintendo.
good when you got to the summer.
Yeah.
But I just feel that we're getting like between 1 and 2.
That was a Yoshi game last year too.
Okay.
That was big.
Okay, that makes 3. That makes
that
3.
was the game that was supposed to come out the year before.
That's 3. So we basically got like 3 games from Nintendo themselves, first party, last year. The first year, like we had a lot of games that came out, and I love that first year. This year we got, of course, Animal Crossing, which that was supposed to fall into last year. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you keep up with the schedule, you know exactly. You should know that this year was very sparse with Nintendo. And yes, people is putting the COVID-19 as the excuse of Nintendo not bringing out a lot of games, but it's kind of hard. I don't know why they bring that as an excuse. And we still got
excuse.
We still got Ghost of Tsushima from Sony. We still got The Last of Us 2 from Sony. We supposed to be getting Ratchet and Clank this year. And we supposed to be getting Spider-Man this year from Sony. All first party games. So I really don't.
Consoles.
And a new console. So I don't see what's the excuse coming from. That's what I'm saying. It's not that I'm shitting on Nintendo. I'm just going by what the other competitors doing. They're not sitting up here bitching and complaining about we can't do this, we can't do that. But they're doing it. So what is Nintendo doing? What they're like, I know exactly what they're doing. They're profiting off of their older games, which are still selling well. They
laughing all the way to the bank. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They laughing at the bank.
This year was their most profitable year.
It's insane.
I bet that makes you so mad, T. I bet that makes
It
you
don't make
so
me mad. I want Nintendo to do well. Like I'm a Nintendo fan.
No, I want them to do well too, but
But I just want them to do well, doing
not
well.
like that. I don't know, man. It's kind of
eats you up inside when they're doing well.
no, it's not eating me up inside. No, it's not that. I don't want them. I don't want them to be arrogant like Sony was during the PS3. Nobody, PS2. Nobody couldn't touch in the PS2 era, so they feel that they could do anything when PS3 came. And when PS3 came, a lot of people say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go and give me an Xbox 360. Fuck it, I'm gonna give me a Nintendo Wii." And you see how well they did because of their arrogance. Like
Nintendo's already had their
Yeah, they already went
their
through
Wii moment.
Yeah.
their after their post popular console moment with the Wii U. So I don't think
they already lived through that.
I don't think they're going to be stupid to do anything that egregious.
I still think that the PS3 could have sold over 100 million. It's just the decisions that they made that
But it was
generation.
after they made all these fixes to it. It was like,
That's when they cut everything out of it and sold it.
and they lost a lot of money doing that.
Yeah. Well, they did that to themselves. If they would have just kept that same strategy that they had with the PS2, the PS3 would have sold a lot better. It still sold well. 80 million is still good.
Xbox One. Microsoft, they didn't quote unquote win the generation, but mind share wise,
I can't hear you, Amazon.
360 won that generation.
You might need to turn your volume up.
360 was everyone's favorite.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
They were overconfident. They sold their little Kinects. They sold 20 million. I don't know how they sold 20
So
million Kinects.
we didn't talk about we didn't talk about the limited physical and digital version of this Mario All-Star 3D collection. So what do y'all guys think? Is that very anti-consumer? Do y'all think that they shouldn't do that, or y'all think that they have something else in store later on? Do y'all think that's going to be?
You are on this.
Do y'all think that's going to be?
Because Nintendo has done this before. Like,
I'm holding one right now. They've done this before.
Yeah,
it's an anniversary thing.
Nothing new.
People think, they're doing it to upsell. I don't think that's what it is. I think they don't value it the same way. This is just a celebration for this moment in time, and we'll move on.
They're doing it to celebrate the 35th anniversary, then they're moving on.
Yeah, that's all it is. And people,
That's how they look at it.
That's how they look at it, right? Is that the correct way to look at it? I don't know. But that's how they look at it. So.
That's how they do it.
I don't know. I still think they should keep it on shelves, man. But
they're obviously gonna sell it separately. On
there's a very good chance that each one of these games will come out separately.
Yeah,
you gotta be out of your goddamn mind to think they're not gonna release these games separately.
Of course.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why they taking it away from the digital side. That's what I'm not understanding. Even though y'all think it might come back, it's just
because it's gonna come back as a single game.
Sell it separately. That's they're moving the digital compilation so they can sell it to you separately.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's about the 35th anniversary.
Yeah,
it's a separate thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Of course they'll sell you.
Do y'all think
there's scumbags like me who's gonna take advantage and buy copies and sell them for?
So I guess do y'all think by this being limited they might possibly remake one of these games or possibly do a virtual consoles N64 or GameCube? Like it's possible.
I don't think, they're already modernizing it.
Yeah.
For their liking. So I don't think, if they didn't do Mario at this point, because they've done 4 Zelda games.
Yeah.
At this point, if they haven't done Mario 64 at this point, I doubt they were going to do it.
Amazon, Jalen, y'all got something to say? Y'all been quiet.
You're kind of quiet, boy.
Y'all kind of quiet.
Amazon.
No.
Oh, okay.
Your mic's really quiet, though.
Yeah, it is a little low, Amazon.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. We can hear you now. What you got to say, man? What you chime in?
No, I was asking, was the game physical only?
No, it's both.
It's
Physical
both.
and digital.
Yeah.
It's just both of them.
Okay.
They won't be available.
For a limited time.
Was it March something?
March 31st.
March 31st, and they're gone for life. For life.
That's good for me.
I don't. I can, I get cynical about other things that are nefarious with Nintendo, but I don't think this limited run of this particular game is nefarious. I think.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
I
think
said.
they're doing it out of some sort of malice.
No.
It's just like they view it differently than gamers. It's just like this is something to celebrate the 35th anniversary, then we're moving on.
Because next year we have Zelda's 35th.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think they might do the same thing with Zelda.
One thing to mention about that Zelda anniversary, you're not gonna get the same shit. You're not gonna get Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, and Twilight
no.
Princess. on one collection. Those are gonna be separate.
you get
$60
Majora's Mask.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
There's no way, because Wind Waker's already been remade in HD, so we're definitely getting that as a separate game. Twilight
Yeah.
Princess, same thing, and Skyward Sword will probably, hopefully, be remade, not just a port. We'll see, but it's not gonna be like the 3 HD collections put onto one disc. There's no way, not for Zelda.
Yeah,
That-
no,
that's-
Zelda's a little different.
See, that's why I made the comparisons and I put it in my chat and your chat earlier about the Nathan Drake collection versus the Mario 3D collection. The Nathan Drake collection was actually remastered. It actually looked good. I bought it and I played it. It actually looked good. Looked very,
Yeah.
a lot better than the PS3 version.
You brought it. I got it for free. Sony gave it to me.
Well, I bought it. No, I bought it when it came out because I think that holiday was a little bit sparse. They didn't have no big holiday game, so that's when
I had it on PS4 too, and I'll buy it again when they bring it to PC.
Yeah, you streamed the game. I remember you streamed it off your
Yeah, it's a good
PS4.
collection.
No, I like
Oh,
the
it is
collection. It was actually
My
worth
favorite Sony IP in the in the last
Yeah, I
20
think
years.
Uncharted's probably
It was actually worth the $60 that I paid. 3 games is remastered, and when I say remastered, like it looked good.
Like $20 now.
It looked
Hey,
good.
y'all picking up that new Tony Hawk came out.
I'm not really into skateboarding games.
Yeah, I don't really care about skateboard games.
I'll get it.
Okay.
I used to play when I was a
Yeah.
kid. I just don't care about it no more. I actually played on the
I was
N-Gage
more of a
before.
BMXer back in the day.
Oh wow,
That
you
remaster
biting?
looks really
You biting?
good, though.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
y'all?
I'm
I,
definitely gonna pick it up.
Maybe
even though
maybe
it's on the-
Nintendo can call up Activision and learn how to remaster a game.
what you say, Amazon? What you say, Amazon? You said something. What you say?
I'm gonna pick it up on my PC because the game back. I like skateboarding games.
You biting kind of crazy, dude. Well, you on your cell phone?
Because I'm driving. I'm driving. I'm not home. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
You always busy, man. I give you a heart. You always come through. You always come. No, we can hear you, man.
Am I still bothering?
No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, I took. Yeah, I'm always busy.
Oh, there.
Father,
How dare you be
whatever.
busy? How dare you?
You better be ready 24/7 for when Real decides to do a podcast.
Oh, whatever. So you need to get you that S20 I got. That S20 I got. It's actually a good phone. You can actually hear me clearly. I don't know what kind of phone you got, but this is a really good phone. I got the Galaxy S20. It's very clear. HDR. I got HDR visuals. 4K HDR.
Nope. On me.
Who?
My last issue
Who has Note
with
20?
the 3D All Stars collection is this. Why
Oh, the
doesn't
GameCube?
Sunshine let me use this?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's weird. I can't believe they didn't do that.
Like, I can use this for Smash Brothers. Why can't I use it?
I heard.
Maybe they will patch it in.
But the analog. I heard you can use it, but the analog triggers don't work.
Right.
Yeah,
That's lame.
that's dumb.
Because the
Yeah.
analog triggers work in the racing game. I can use this to play Grid Autosport.
Right.
I use this to play Grid Autosport, and the analog triggers work for that. So you're telling me a GameCube game, I can't use the analog triggers for? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Only with Nintendo.
It's just they're so disjointed at times. It drives me insane.
Mm-hmm. So
The collection's obviously lazy. Like, it's not a good
Yeah.
job. Like, they could have did so much better. Like, if you look at other collections like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, those were lovingly remade from the ground up.
Yeah, I was hoping.
I was personally hoping for something like that. Then we saw it, and it's like, whatever. I'm still gonna buy it because of the fucking Mario shill, and I'm gonna resell one and probably make my money
This is a
back.
pretty good collection too.
Yeah, Metroid Prime Trilogy. That came out, I think, on the Wii U for like $20 or $30, right?
No, it was $10.
oh really?
$10. Well,
Been out for a while. Then
when
they
they
moved it back up to
eventually
20.
bring it to the Switch, we can pay $60 for it. So be excited.
Oh God.
So I guess overall,
If they HD it, I'll have no
I
problem.
got a question. Overall, do y'all
No, they're not going to.
do y'all think?
Especially if they're going to do it for Mario, they're not going to do it for.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think Nintendo overall is basically just milking off of their older games this generation since their Switches is selling like still like hotcakes? Do y'all think they put it in cruise control?
Like,
That's nothing new for them.
they've been doing that since Super Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
Right?
so it's nothing new.
They are definitely extra lazy this generation, though.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely
It's like at first it was kind of like whatever. Okay, I get it. You're trying to make some money off your Wii U games, but like holy shit, it's getting bad. Like this Mario
It's like-
Kart is the laziest game they've made in years.
I know. It's like
Go ahead.
it's like when this whole COVID shit, like when the whole COVID shit started, we was like, yeah, we understand. Damn, what the?
You got an echo.
There we go. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Testing.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Who the
Yeah,
echo?
he
Who's
was
the
echoing
echo
a
coming
lot.
from?
Yeah, maybe when you're not talking, put yourself on mute, Amazon.
Okay.
Fucking Amazon.
Okay, he got self muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, like when this whole COVID shit started, when Nintendo was now like we not making, but when Nintendo was saying like we not gonna get the games out early enough, and we said, all right, we understand because we want the employee to be safe. Then we saw Sony and Microsoft. We saw Sony out here saying they released bangers after they're releasing a lot of exclusive this year.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. We said Sony was releasing a lot of exclusives this year. So yeah, during this pandemic, then all of a sudden we said to ourselves, okay, wait a minute, how come Sony releasing a lot of exclusive games this year during this pandemic, but Nintendo's out here using the pandemic as the excuse not to release any games or tell us what's going on?
I really don't know. They both from the same country, Japan, so they ain't really no excuse. It's not like it's not like they're making games in America. They're making it in Japan. So I honestly, like I say, I just think they using a lot of that. They using the Wii U games as to cash in, to the bank. Let's be real. A lot of people bought. A lot of people bought the Xenoblade. A lot of people bought the, of course, Mario Kart. People is gonna buy Pikmin. What else? What Pokken Tournament that came out. What else? New Super Mario Brothers U.
Mario Kart.
I really don't even know what else.
You know what's sickening? New Super Mario Bros. U sold like way better than Mario Maker 2.
That's insane. It's insane, very insane, and I just don't understand. Okay, one thing I can say about 3D World, I heard there's online multiplayer. If that's true,
It has online.
if it's
That's true, yeah.
it's true. Okay,
That's
now I could give Nintendo some props because I hate spending $60 on something that makes a lot of sense to play with y'all.
Hold on now, don't give them props yet. Make sure it runs better.
Right, yeah.
It runs better than Mario Maker's online. Though.
No, but what I'm saying is, it will be so much fun playing those type of games with y'all guys online. My kids got their own things to do. My daughter, she don't play video games like that. My wife, she don't play games like that. The only person I can play is probably my son, but it's a 4-player game. I would love to play with y'all guys, and it makes sense. So every time like a Yoshi game comes out, a Kirby game comes out, I'd be like, okay, it's $60, but can we play online? Nope.
Yeah, I can't believe that Kirby game wasn't online.
Mario Party 10 sold over 10 million. Can we play online? Nope. I'm like, what is going on? And we're paying for online this time. It's not free. It's $20, but it's still not free. I'm like, what? I don't even know what else to say no more. This is why I be so critical, because it's like we're paying more to get less. That's how I feel. We paying more to get less. And don't get me started on features. I'm done with features. Don't get me started on that. I'm not trying to get on my Nintendo rant. I'm done.
They have no interest in features.
Dude, my Vita. My Vita.
I gave up on that.
My PlayStation Vita can play Netflix right now. Are you kidding me? A Vita came out 2012. Come on, dog.
3DS had
Hell.
Netflix.
Yeah, doesn't
3DS had
Hey. Hey, the Wii U had Netflix. The Wii U had Amazon.
They want-
Who
Day
wants,
one.
Yeah.
The
Who
Wii
wants
U
to-
had several apps.
who wants to watch Netflix at 240p?
Amazon.
They had a lot of apps. I don't know why they're so disinterested with putting apps on the Switch.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
Like again, I don't care from me personally because I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna for me burn the clock hours on my Switch doing that stuff.
Mhm.
But for a lot of people, it just makes sense. It's a portable device. It should
Yeah,
have.
like I always say, it makes more sense for the Switch to have Netflix than the Xbox and PS4.
Yeah, it does.
Because most people's TVs already have that shit built in anyways.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
So like to have Netflix on the go and not have to waste your phone battery to me makes more sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But it's whatever. Like
It just
they want to pretend it's Netflix.
overall, I
Hey,
still,
hey,
huh?
y'all got to remember. It's too much of a good idea for Nintendo to do.
Oh
It's too
Lord.
much of.
Don't get me wrong. I still,
It's not like this will be the first console
Exactly.
that Nintendo had
Exactly.
Netflix on.
It had
I mean,
a-
no. That was the Wii.
like, don't get me wrong. I still think the Nintendo Switch is probably one of their best consoles ever. You can debate between the Super Nintendo and the Switch, but it's just
right up there.
I just feel that they just missing the mark because of the laziness that plays a factor in this situation. But hey, they making their
That's my
money. They making their money. So
That's my biggest problem, though. I'm frustrated because after 2017 hit, I was like, man, the Switch is going to be my favorite Nintendo console forever. Like, this is going to overtake everything else that I love. And they just dropped the ball after that for me. Like, it was too disjointed.
I still think
And
the Super
also all the
Nintendo is the
potential
best.
Was wasted for me. Like, it's not reaching the heights that I thought it was going to reach.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I think
Because at the
even
big-
if you're like I think it's hard to argue against the point like there should be a higher output of games going with that right now. Like that was the whole point of them merging their divisions of handheld and home console. It was to make games faster.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I would
Yeah,
actually.
I was just about to say that. Hell,
I mentioned that earlier.
I thought.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
was just about to say that we thought that we was going to get that we was going. God damn it, Rich.
I'm trying to tell you to go ahead, man. okay, I'm shut up. Go ahead. I'm shut up.
I was gonna say that we was gonna. I was gonna say.
I didn't say nothing.
Anyway, God damn it. Anyway, like we all thought that Nintendo we was gonna get all these franchises that never hit the home console hit the Switch for the very first time in HD, but it didn't happen. Well, except Pokemon, but it wasn't really HD. It was basically 3D upscale 3DS graphics. But yeah, like we thought we were gonna get the Kid Icarus, the Advance Wars, the Golden Suns,
Yeah.
all that
Where are
type
those games?
of thing.
Exactly.
That makes
You nailed
sense.
it.
It makes sense on the Switch. It does.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Ain't that supposed to be a
That was the whole
JRPG?
idea, like, was to bring those handheld 3DS style games to the Switch as filler games.
What about
That's
what
right.
happened to Bravely Default? Ain't that supposed to be coming out this year? We hadn't heard a word from that.
That's still supposed to be
Yeah.
coming this year, but
That game ain't coming this year.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Mhm.
That's a Square Enix game,
I'm
right?
not familiar with that franchise. I don't know. Do they normally have delays?
Who? Square?
Bravely Default, do they normally have delays?
I think second was delayed. Bravely second was.
What
But
else?
it's not like it's a
Yeah, didn't Square Enix just
I feel
release
that way because they put out the
Avengers?
demo,
Yeah.
and they wanted feedback because they did that with Octopath Traveler as well.
Yeah.
But I think because of how things are slowed down, for them to implement, the changes or fixes or whatever that people are probably getting from feedback, it's just gonna kind of bleed into next year. I'm not sure, but I feel like it might.
Like, even if it does come out this year, like, it's not a banger. I know some people like.
No, it's not. No.
It's not like a big banger holiday game.
But at least it's a new game
But
that's
it
an
is
exclusive.
something- yeah,
That's
it's
that's
still
why
better than-
I still think there's going to be a big banger come out this holiday. We just don't know with the surprise announcements we potentially keep getting from Nintendo. We didn't know about Paper Mario to the last minute. We didn't know about the 3D collection to the last minute. Like, you know, and we don't have a October-November game. We don't have that. So I do expect.
October Pikmin.
Oh, okay, Pikmin, but that's a port. I'm talking. Well, I'm talking about a November game. We still don't know what's going to be their heavy hitter because, you know, people is going to be focusing more on PlayStation and Xbox, new consoles. What is Nintendo going to do?
Do that anyways for anything other than Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild.
Nintendo is going to be fine. That's not going. None of that's going to affect Switch.
I still think they need to, you know, put out a big banger. Even though a lot of attention still is going to be on Xbox and PlayStation, but they don't want to get flooded into the hype
Nintendo
with
has
the new
these
consoles.
evergreen titles.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the banger for Sony or the banger for Microsoft will come out, and people have been moved on 2 months later, and the sales have pretty much have dropped off the cliff. But
Yeah.
Nintendo games that keep selling, they still have commercials for Odyssey right now.
It's crazy, man. It is crazy.
I
I tell you what,
You know, like,
if we get a surprise Odyssey 2, I would flip. I love Odyssey. That's
what I thought we were gonna get.
that's a great.
Mario.
Now,
during that
I thought Odyssey 2 would
Oh.
come.
me personally, that's the greatest Mario game. That's
3 years
just
later.
me. I still love that
Odyssey's
game.
my favorite one.
Yeah.
I was fully expecting Odyssey DLC at that Mario Direct.
Yeah. You got it, but it ended up in a port.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I guess.
Not the DLC for Mario, but it's
That
in.
Bowser thing definitely looks like it should have been an Odyssey.
Yeah, like everybody wanted Odyssey DLC. It just makes sense. It's so easy to just drop a world on that map.
World, exactly. That game is made to have DLC.
It's so made for it, and they just dropped the just like Mario Maker 2. They kind of dropped the ball with the DLC or Super Mario Party. Like, come on,
Mario Party's never had DLC. Weirdly,
that game has 4 boards,
10 million sales.
and 10 million sales. God damn.
That's more than 2 million per board.
That game sold more than all the Mario Party games combined on GameCube.
It makes no sense. It's criminal.
Well, hey, Nintendo is still selling. They selling out crazy. Like, it's nothing we can do. Like, they are the boss. They the boss, and the boss do what the boss wants to do. And the only thing we can do is sit up here and cry. That's all we can do.
What we doing? We cry right now.
I would have
I know,
much preferred them fully remake Mario 64 because that's what I think Mario deserves on his 35th anniversary. But this collection is what it is. Like
Yeah, if they would have just came out with a full-on remake of 64 and that's it, I'd have paid $60 for that.
That would have been ecstatic for them. It's Mario 64 and the Odyssey engine. If that's all they did instead of the collection, that would have been better. But this collection, the only reason I'm even getting it is because it's limited. If it was just readily available, I wouldn't even be talking about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it digitally, and I'm gonna keep the physical sealed. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it sealed. I'm gonna buy it digitally.
Yeah, I'm keeping one sealed and selling the other.
Watch it be $1,000 10 years later. Shit.
Yeah, it will be.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely will be.
I love my Switch, man. I just wish it had more to play. I mean, look how I be customizing. You know, I got my customized going on. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That don't look good.
Oh, you did? You did that? You to it? Nice.
Huh?
Nice. Are you customized that like that, or it came like that?
Yeah, I customized it.
Oh,
The
nice.
Switch is awesome. It's just like I was expecting more output by this point. We're in the middle of the console cycle. There's no reason for them to be lacking.
Yeah, we basically like about a year or two away from basically like their new generation.
They usually do 5 years.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I'm saying.
We're almost done year 3 at this point, and they're still giving us Wii U port. Which is
Switch has been out 3 years.
Don't know what to say.
We're in the 4th year here.
yeah, coming in March, we're in the 4th year.
So basically, we should have all never bought a Wii U. Basically, let's just be real. We shouldn't bought a Wii U.
Nintendo's a 3 years. Nintendo's reselling their Wii U.
Basically,
Yeah,
what it
they're
is.
trying to resell. That's why I call it Switch the Wii U Deluxe.
The Wii U Deluxe.
I personally don't mind the Wii U ports, but not at the expense of new games. Like I thought they would be able to balance it.
Yeah, I don't mind the port.
Exactly. I don't mind.
I just want new games as well.
Like why? Like I don't understand why they don't do this with 3DS games. Because like there's so many 3DS games that if you made them HD and got rid of the 3D crap,
Yeah,
I want Samus Return. Give me Samus Return. I will buy it.
yeah, or that Metroid game that they put on 3DS. Why the hell?
Link's
isn't that-
Awakening was supposed to be a 3DS game. And they
Yeah.
moved it over.
They should do that more often because like that's the whole advantage of the Switch. You can take these handheld style games and bring them to the home console too.
Mhm.
Like, why the hell Kid Icarus Uprising is not ported to the
Yeah.
Switch already?
Uprising,
Like, come on.
Bring Kid Icarus, man.
they could fix Uprising by giving it proper controls.
Yeah.
Like exactly. Like come on.
What about Phoenix
I
Wright? Some
mean,
people
I
love
would
Phoenix
gladly pay
Wright.
$60 for that game over again.
I don't know why they're
80
so
visuals.
they're so hell bent on only giving Wii U games. They have an entire library of 3DS games that they can bring up.
Like yes, we know. Like yes, we know the Wii U didn't sell well. We get that, but at least give your. Okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say yes. We all know that the Wii U didn't sell well. Well, we could stop using it as an excuse, but at least give us some other game from your previous consoles like the 3DS that the handheld, not the handheld, but the home console players didn't play.
Exactly. That's
Yeah, I
all
mean, the
want.
Wii U didn't sell that. I mean, that excuse gets used a lot, but
Yeah.
if you put it in perspective, it's not. The games for the Wii U sold actually pretty well. The Mario 3D World sold 7 million copies. It's not like it's not doing as well as it would be on the Switch, obviously. But Nintendo only had 2 consoles where 20 million sales for one game was a thing, and that's Wii and now Switch.
Yeah.
So 7-8 million copies on a console for Nintendo was phenomenal before.
If it's so,
It's not like
if
it
it's
didn't
so,
sell well. It did. Those games sold well.
If it's so
Pikmin
seven-
sold what Pikmin sells. It sells 1.2 million. It sold 1.2 million on GameCube 1 and 2, and then Pikmin 3 sold 1.2 million on Wii U. It's not like I don't think that game's gonna. It may do 2 million, maybe even 3, but it's not gonna sell like crazy gangbusters just because it's on Switch now.
Mm.
Look at
Exactly.
Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country is a prime example. That game sold
1-1. Look at that game.
1-1. These games, like it's certain games aren't going to sell more just because you have a bigger install base.
Exactly. Right.
Bayonetta 1 and 2.
Donkey Kong should have never been $60 on Switch,
It should have never been $60.
It should.
and it's still $60 somehow.
It's still $60.
Wait. Hold up. The reason it cost $60.
Hell, Doom 26,
Oh, the Funky-
Doom 2016.
If you already bought the game, you're paying $60 for Funky Kong DLC.
Well,
God damn.
you got Skyrim, you got Doom, still cost $60 on the Switch.
2D platformer should be $50.
I didn't hear a word anybody just said.
No, I said you still got Doom 2016. You still got Skyrim 20. I don't know what year they came out. They still price full at $60 at GameStop. Last time I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I don't know. Did Nintendo publish them? I don't think they did.
Nintendo can't tell third parties what to charge.
Wait, which game?
Doom and Skyrim, they still price $60 from what I saw.
So is what's the Diablo 3?
That is crazy, dude.
It's still full price.
No, go now, mama. God dang it, boy, shoot. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I just like I said, overall, I just think the success is getting to their heads again. And of course, when you do so well, you just do what the hell you want to do, and the only thing you can do is vote with your wallet. That's all I can say, man. Anybody got
Well,
questions?
ain't enough people gonna do that, man. Look what they're doing with Control. That's some bullshit. Like
Oh yeah, that's bad.
that's straight up bullshit. Like you're punishing people for buying your shit early. Like they punished me. You're punishing me for buying a Wii U and buying all those games, and now you're punishing these guys who went out and bought your game early, who supported you. Like that's cold, man. That's cold as ice.
I don't know what the hell 505's thinking
Hold on.
there. Like, why you
Desmond,
punish
no, God dang
people
it.
that bought your game full price?
No. Let's go.
But the people that waited a year and are paying less money get a better experience.
That's just wrong.
It is just wrong. Yeah, absolutely, it's just wrong. But they don't seem to be backing down from it, so it is what it is.
No.
So that kind of sucks. Like that, I fully expect that kind of behavior to continue in the next.
It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, these paid upgrades, like that's nonsense. Because on PC, you just get the upgrades for free.
Yeah, that's what excited me about Xbox. I was like, smart delivery. Okay, great.
Yeah, but technically Sony has a smart delivery too. They just don't talk about it. Because they're Cyberpunk, for example, that they're going to do the exact same thing on PS4. To
Yeah, I guess it's going to be a game by game basis.
it is. It's because they can't mandate it. Microsoft can't
Right.
force.
Well, they can, but they
Well,
won't.
they could, but they probably wouldn't put their game on the Xbox then.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, screw you, Sony's not.
Oh,
making
really?
it.
We'll just go to Sony then. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
we'll go to Sony. How about that?
But
Damn, we going over fuckboy hours in about 3 hours, huh?
Oh wow, really?
Cause
It's
me,
different when you
3
start early in the day.
no, cause me and T, I think we did about an hour before we put Jalen and Alex on.
Oh, you
about
guys
almost an
showed up,
hour.
man.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
cause we was talking a little retro.
oh yeah. Hey, so who gives a fuck?
So we're gonna get some questions out there. Questions.
I
So-
saw a question from Kendall. It says, Real, will you be surprised about Witcher 3 getting a free upgrade for Series X? I think he means, were you surprised?
Well, I'm surprised. No, I'm not surprised. That's just how Microsoft rolls. Like, just look at the domino effect of the good, consumer practices that they've been giving us these past few years. Starting off with, starting off
It's
with.
not just Microsoft.
What they partnered up with Microsoft. That's their partner. So
They've been embarrassing the industry for years.
like
Yes,
with
they
the Game Pass and first it was games with gold and games with gold. It sucks now, but before the Game Pass, we was actually getting some good, decent games.
Games of Gold is
It's very, very obsolete right now. But overall, I'm still I got the bang for my buck with the Xbox One X, even though the exclusives hadn't been what it's supposed to be. But as a third party gamer, I played my Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake on it, my Witcher 3. I played a bunch of games in 4K, and it looks good. So I like my Xbox One X. Third party
Are you going to
wise.
keep it or are you going to trade
Yes.
it in?
No, hell no. I'm keeping that. You see my boxes right behind me? That's going right back in that box.
Okay.
I'm keeping my shit. I'm keeping my shit.
That's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Why? Why don't you knock down the price with the upgrade?
trade it towards your Series X.
I'm not. Oh damn. No, I'm not doing that because I think it still costs about $300-$400 in stores for
So trade it in before the
You
price
just get
goes down.
$300-$400 off your next.
Nah, I'm gonna keep mine. I'm keeping mine.
Why,
Nah.
man? Why?
Cause you keep your games. Why'd you keep yours?
I'm talking about this specific console.
Yeah.
I have no need for.
Backwards compatibility.
What you say?
I have no need. For this,
Amazon, turn your volume up. Turn your volume up. I can't hear you, Amazon.
Yeah.
He's trying to say something, but we can't hear him.
I got no need for this VCR when Series X comes out.
What you using that? What you using that Nextel phone or something? It ain't well.
The walkie-talkie.
I didn't realize Samsung phones have such shitty ass microphones.
Nah, he must be using that X. He must be using that. He must be using that X singular or something. I don't know. Oh shit. Now we can hear you, Amazon. We just gotta shut up and hear
We
you.
gotta be like
We can't-
dead silent.
Dead silence. Jesus Christ. So we have any
I
questions?
realize I'm just thinking everything I own red and black.
Yep, red and black is where it's at, man.
Well, P said she got a question earlier.
Yeah, I see
Are
it.
you-
She want to know if I'm
Yeah.
coming to Street Fighters with the others. She says she misses me. Maybe depends on what I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh, it's that sweet.
I don't know because my wife she's off of work tomorrow, so I might just chill with her since it's her off day. But if not tomorrow, definitely Tuesday I will return to the game nights. Definitely Tuesday. What else we got?
Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's back.
Cherry Man said you still hate the Wii U. I guess that was direct to Alex. Do you still hate the Wii U, Alex? That was some
Can y'all
Cherry.
hear me now?
Well, I
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
hear
we
you
can hear you, Killer.
a lot better.
There we go.
A lot better.
Bluetooth. I was using my Bluetooth. I guess it's not playing nice with
that's much
Discord.
better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on that Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5 gangster. Boy, don't be disrespecting this phone.
Tayshawn said we did get DLC Luigi balloon trip. Oh wow.
Shut your ass.
If that's what you want to call it. Cherry Man said, question, what price to you see the Xbox Series X PS5? 600 for the Series X, 500 for the PS5. That's what we thinking. That's what we thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
You talk about these prices, but it be damn near the same prices every single time.
400 for the Series S.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the price is at 600 right now for the Series X, but I think they still trying to see what PlayStation's going to be at, so maybe they might undercut them. That's what I'm thinking.
I think they'll take a loss
Yeah.
to price with the, because that's what Phil said anyway. We're going to be very competitive.
Yeah, I think they're willing to match PlayStation price regardless of what it is.
Yep.
But like
Okay.
again, like even if they match PlayStation's price, they still don't have a compelling reason to pick
still-
them up.
Cherry Man Game, he's still trying to sell us on Stadia. He said, you guys got to try Stadia. Please don't sleep on cloud-based platform. Yeah, he got a
Hey,
YouTube.
man, the only cloud-based platform I will be using, sir, is xCloud.
Hey,
That.
fight the good fight, Cherry Man. I think he's the only person with a dedicated Stadia channel.
Like, you don't know me if you think I care about Stadia.
Did you know that Octopath Traveler is on Stadia?
Nice.
It's not on.
No, I know it's on Switch, and I already rinsed it on that. So
Most Nintendo guys won't tell you that, though. Just let you know.
But didn't they lie about
Tell
the?
nobody that. We know why they want to tell you. You know why they want to tell you about that? Because they want to let people know that it's still exclusive for the Switch.
Even though it's been on Steam for almost a year.
it's been on Steam for like a year. But for me, it's just like I already beat it.
Oh, what's
You're the
up?
only person I know that's actually beaten that game. by
What's up, Quantum L? He said, great to see. Great to catch a string. Do you think Nintendo comes out swinging early next year with upgraded Switch? And all the unreleased titles from this year in a massive January 2020. Well, that's wishful thinking right there, man. He said a massive January 2021 direct. He said massive. Wow.
There will be no Switch Pro. Okay,
Oh,
there will be.
so,
There might be a Switch upgrade, like a new 3DS,
Yeah.
where it has more RAM and stuff. But
And upscale and probably play all Nintendo exclusive 1080p, 60
Well,
frames.
I don't know,
You
man.
won't-
They
you
need.
won't get like a properly upgraded Switch until they're ready to move on.
I think they need
Right.
to upgrade
They're not
their
gonna fix their
CPU.
market. That's not happening.
They need to upgrade their
why would
CPU.
why would they
Why would
segregate
they
their
do
market? Why would they segregate their market?
The only thing they really need to do is like put a little bit more RAM so they can play some of these newer games.
Right.
Maybe get an updated version of the Tegra. It's like maybe 30%.
Overclock the CPU. That you already, people are already doing that on their own.
It'll be more efficient, so they can overclock it a little bit more, and maybe have a OLED screen instead of the crap screen that's on there now. Like they don't
Yeah.
even need to 1080p. It's not necessary. Like if they
No, they don't
keep
need 1080p for a handheld. You don't really need it.
for a handheld. Like they can keep it at 720p, but put a nicer screen, like maybe on the Samsung phone screens. Those are really.
What is it? A
Yeah,
7-inch screen? You don't need a 1080p. You don't need that for a 7-inch screen.
it's not necessary, and it makes the games harder to run in handheld though. So why bother?
Like, I don't care about all the bells and whistles. Like, if we could just get a regular 1080, 60 console from Nintendo, I'll be happy, man. That's
You didn't
it.
even get that from Xbox.
Well,
Nobody gave it.
Yeah,
Who
nobody
gave
gave even your Xbox Series One X doesn't give you that. What are you talking about?
Every game
I think he, yeah. Hey, real, like, do you basically met like all like 1080? Whoa.
whoa, what the hell was that?
Sad.
Oh shit!
It was,
The next tale.
That Note 20 gang, man. Sounds kind of crap.
well, anyway, Hey, real, like, these you specifically meant, like, hopefully you get a switch. Oh my God.
I hear like 3 people at once.
Hey, Anderson, mute yourself real quick.
I'm hearing Jalen like 3 times.
I know. Wow. Anyway, shit.
Testing. Hey, like, okay.
We
Hold
about
up,
to
hold
wrap
up.
this
Testing,
up anyway. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hey, real. What I was about to ask, like, did you meant like hopefully you get a 1080 switch that could play all Nintendo exclusives at 1080 60, just Nintendo exclusives? That's what you meant?
I think all the exclusives at 1080 60. I think just about all of them. No. I don't think Kirby is. I don't think Kirby is. It was either Kirby or.
Zelda's not. Xenoblade's not. There's several.
No, I'm asking. No, real. I'm asking.
It's not. Yoshi's 60, isn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't. No, it's
No.
not. I can understand Zelda's not because it's a massive
Barely,
open
it's
world.
barely 720p.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was 60 FPS though to get that.
Yeah. Hey, real. I was asking, like, do you hope this next Switch, this next gen Switch that Nintendo's coming out with, play all Nintendo exclusives at 1080 60?
I would love that. I would love that. I don't see why
Yeah.
it's so hard to have 1080 60. That it just
You have to rebuy everything again, though.
see, this is
The next gen version of Mario Sunshine.
see. This is why I'm not a big
I-
fan of
I want-
Nintendo
I want
because
every game up to Mario Odyssey standards and nothing else Nintendo makes needs to.
like Nintendo, you would think they'll say something about if you buy this game, you get the upgrade for free. If you get this console, now they're nowhere near. They is never gonna do that. They would never do that.
That ain't happening, bro.
It's laughable.
Like, I'm pretty sure this next.
It's not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
backwards compatibility.
As long as they can.
Yeah, I think it'll be. I don't think it'll be backwards compatible.
No.
Yeah, I think it will.
If it's gonna be the same handheld, the same size cartridge, then yeah, it will.
If they're still using cartridges, there's
It will.
no reason it shouldn't be.
Well, everybody's kind of going back to hard discs, to play games off of, because
Yeah.
even the disc drive games, you gotta rip them to the hard drive
Basically.
anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
funny how it's
Quantum.
going full circle. We're
God.
going back. We're basically going back to carts. Anyway,
Cartridges are better though.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
did.
and one more question from Quantum L to Real Gamer. He said, "Do you think there will be a decent port of Star Fox Zero with a tease for a new entry in the series as well as some point
What?
in 2021?" Just wondering.
I said a decent port.
A
of
decent
Star Fox
port.
Zero.
First of all, the original game suck.
That game is, they have to rework a lot of that game because it is very game.
That game needs to be remade and redone.
Yeah, they would have to change it. It's not like it can't be done because you guys remember Zombie U. They released that without the gamepad. It can be done. But
Yeah, they
that's
can't-
like-
they can.
like,
Oh.
change a lot.
The controls of Star Fox Zero aren't even my biggest. The problem for me for Star Fox Zero is another retelling of Star Fox 64. I'm done. Can we
Right.
come up with something new? Can we get a new storyline? Some new scenarios? I'm done with that whole Star Fox 64
I
setup.
really want Platinum to be able to make the Star Fox game they wanted instead of having Miyamoto butt in.
I think Platinum and whoever did Starlink need to come together
yeah.
and make Star Fox the next Star Fox.
Yes.
Even like that small Star Fox section in Bayonetta 2 is better than Star Fox Zero, and it's an entire game.
Exactly.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Well, okay then. I think that about wraps it up. I don't see no more questions, but yeah. Talked about some retro games. Talked about some, some bad business practices with the gaming industry, and of course, Nintendo was the main event. And I'm surprised Alex he stayed here this whole time, and I really don't get Alex sometimes. He act like a fanboy, and he act like he hates Nintendo. Like, you got to choose one, Alex. You got to choose one, man.
No, you're the only guy here who hates
I never said I never said I hate Nintendo.
one here who
Hey,
hates Nintendo.
hey, you agree with me that if Nintendo decides to go third party, you would love for them to do that, knowing that their game's gonna look and run better on different consoles. You said that a long time ago.
Only if it's on PC. I don't care if it goes to other consoles.
You said consoles a long time ago.
If Nintendo put their games only on Xbox, I would still buy Nintendo.
Oh boy, you
They're
funny.
gonna always make something unique about their console.
Man,
That's true.
man,
Yeah.
if Nintendo does put their game on Xbox, it's still gonna fail because Xbox guys don't play it.
What happened to your Michael?
Yeah, your mic done went down
Sounded like he
drastically.
was running away from the mic.
Jalen's probably in the kitchen making a sandwich.
I
Close that refrigerator, boy.
They close that refrigerator, boy. Oh, that's funny.
Man, leave me alone, man. I was hungry. Shit.
So Quanta said, one more question. Why do you think Nintendo left Super Mario Galaxy 2 out the collection? Well, possibly they're gonna.
I'm-
Because
Well-
it wasn't in HD yet.
Yeah.
Wow. Super
They
lazy.
didn't have enough time to do it, and they cut it out.
Oh Jesus Christ! Don't even get me started on.
Should we add this my Galaxy? Nah, I'm not gonna.
Hey, come back from the kitchen, Jalen. Come back from the kitchen.
Yeah, Galaxy 2 is definitely better than Galaxy 1.
It was. That's why a lot of people was kind of complaining. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy.
Maybe they're gonna HD that one and make it 60 on its own.
Oh yeah, that's basically what they're. That's what they're gonna do.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's kind of funny that
That's
a lot
not,
of. Remember a lot of
that's not
Nintendo.
Galaxy 1.
Remember a lot of Nintendo guys. They was shitting on Microsoft and Sony with the remasters, and they talking about Nintendo will never do it. Boom, they're doing it, and plus they're defending Nintendo. And they like, I don't know
Never
what you.
say never.
I don't know what you're
never.
talking about, man.
Like,
I never
remaster-
said that.
all companies do remasters because it's cheap for them to do, and they make a lot of money off it. It's kind of dumb not to do.
Right. That's why we don't have a virtual console.
Yeah,
Because we're like, well, I can sell my shit on my own. I don't need you.
I mean, Nintendo
I'll sell my
been doing remasters
compilations
since the
and
Wii.
people buy and snatch them up.
Yep.
Man, Nintendo been doing remasters since the Wii.
You still at that fridge, huh?
Nah, he's probably outside watering the grass.
Bring the
son.
mic with you while you're making
He's walking the dog.
Hold on one second.
Hang up, we gotta put your dog up.
Can y'all hear me, Cleveland? Testing.
We about to get up out here anyway. It's 6 o'clock my time anyway. Dang, we've been doing this for hours, man.
Yeah, I gotta go make some dinner, man.
I know, I'm hungry. I told my daughter to seize them wingettes, so I'm about to eat some wingettes.
Nice.
All right, so oh yeah, I'm smelling it right now. All right, so yeah, it was a good podcast. We of course we didn't do our Friday's podcast. I was just I was still finishing up on Persona 4 Golden. Great game, awesome game. Alex, you need to get back on it. It is that
Yeah,
good.
I'll get back to it. I did enjoy what I was playing.
And I did buy Persona 5 Royale. I'm going to get into that this week. I'm not gonna play as many games this week because I gotta catch up on some of my anime. I gotta get caught up on Black Clover. What else? My Hero Academia. It's not back. I think it's come back in October. That new Power series is back. Power Book 2. If you've seen the previous Power on Stars, I don't know if y'all watched that. It's a good show. It sucks they kill off the main. I don't know if you've seen it. I ain't gonna spoil it.
Oh, man, you just spoiled it.
Oh God! Hey, I ain't said nothing else.
Yeah, that was enough. I already know where you're going.
I don't need to watch it anymore.
Oh, you ain't watching it anyway. Okay, anyway, y'all, it was a good cast. Appreciate everybody coming out, and probably Tuesday we go get back on the game night. Y'all can still get in my Discord and do what y'all do on Monday. Just Tuesday, Monday I'm gonna chill with my wife. Tuesday we'll get back to do what we do best, and hopefully we get back to our Friday podcast, and hopefully T we can still trying to pick a day to do our deal whenever you're not busy.
We gotta nail down what we're gonna do. We can't just come on there. Retro game. Yeah, that's
Hey, no, that's plenty of topics. You got the what's that Sega arcade and what's that? The mini one, what you call it?
Is that coming out?
Astro, is it Astro City? Yeah, there's been some more details
Yeah.
about that. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, I follow a lot of retro channels, so it's a lot to talk about. So yeah, is Tuesday still the best day? Is Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay, because maybe we could do a little podcast before I do my little game night. So yeah, I'm just letting you know. So yeah, anybody got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Nope.
I don't think so.
No Sega sucks.
Oh, everyone knows this already.
Diversify your bonds and customize your Twitch, bitch.
You know what? My wife, she got that cricket machine. She could probably do that. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, heck yeah, I'm gonna probably do that. All right, cool.
Would anybody be interested? Would it agree that Nintendo should get Mario for Sega?
What? What do you say? I don't know what happened to your volume, man.
Oh, get them grits out of that mic, boy.
Man, boy, Evans will be all up on you, Jay. Oh, you better run away. Damn. Oh, that's on you, Amazoo. You made him cry and run to the car. He's running to the car right now. Oh, he's back. He's back from the car.
Still really low.
Yeah, still really low. But we gotta go. I didn't eat nothing today. I'm so freaking hungry, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out. We will see y'all on Friday. Peace. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. We still on.